From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with us on this Monday morning, the start of spring break for so many students all across the Permian Basin. We're glad to have you streaming with us here on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our website, or app, anywhere you get your news. You can find us on Extra. Sawyer McElroy is back with us after a bit of a hiatus this last few days. Glad to have you back. Where have you been?
Yeah, I went to visit some of my best friends from college. We have not seen each other, at least not as the big group.
Sure.
Which is only 3 people, since 2020, because obviously the pandemic happened.
Oh, yes.
I, mostly moved home. One of our friends that we went to go visit, she moved home, and she's from California, but now lives in Seattle. So one of our other friends from college and I went to go visit her and had a good time. It was very different, obviously, than West Texas. It was nice because it was rainy, it was cool.
It was different,
I don't think
yeah.
the high temperature was above 50 degrees the whole time we were there.
Oh boy.
It was chilly at night, it was breezy, it was rainy. Of course, the ocean is there. It was very nice. I was like, water.
Water.
What is this? This is
The
a foreign
trees.
concept. When it was really funny, because initially on my flight out there, I flew from Midland to Vegas and then had a layover in Vegas, and I was like, wow, I went from one desert to another.
To another.
Lovely. But then it was nice because when we went into Seattle, it was basically raining the whole time. Our first day that we were there, it was a little bit nicer because the sun did come out, and it did warm up a little bit, but overall a lot of rain.
Dreary
especially
conditions.
coming Friday night, it was absolutely pouring and it was cold.
Gosh.
I was standing outside and my hands were like wet and cold, and I was like, I need gloves, you guys, this is weird. But it was really nice, and we had a lot of fun, and went to the top of the Space Needle and ate in the Space Needle, so that was really fun to do. They were both terrified. They didn't like the heights, but I was like, this is fun. I love heights. Well, I don't love heights, but they don't bother me.
You're not like
Yeah,
scared
they
of
don't bother me.
heights.
So we ate in the Space Needle, and it had the revolving floor, so we got to spin around and see the different views. Went to Pike Place Market, of course, saw the original Starbucks, got some clam chowder.
The OG home of Starbucks. I forget about that. That's true.
Yeah, so it was really fun, and it was also Comic-Con weekend, so it was interesting to like
See the characters?
run into the people from Comic-Con or that were going to Comic-Con at the Pike Place Market. I ran into the Mandalorian, so that was really funny. I was like,
you go.
oh, okay. So it was really fun, and we got to hang out and see each other after 6 years. So
That's good.
We had a
That's
lot
a long
of
time.
fun and maybe got into some trouble as well.
Oh boy. If you hear about those stories as well. Here on Extra, nothing's off the limits. Just kidding. There's plenty of things off limits.
I mean, we got a parking ticket. That's like the worst thing that we got.
Okay. There you go. And it wasn't even your fault.
I was going to say, and we shouldn't have gotten it, but that's okay.
It's a whole story for another day.
Yes.
We want you to take us with you wherever you go. You can watch your favorite First Alert 7 shows on our app. Download it now on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Start your mornings with us on Wake Up West Texas on your TV from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then Wake Up West Texas Extra, which you're watching right now, from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. You can also watch us live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel. We're taking your comments right now. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you going somewhere on spring break? Let us know. We want you to let us know, and we want to know. And also, now to our poll where West Texas weighs in. You can vote on all of these poll questions. We also have extra trivia for this hour. So, of course, with that as well, is it not ready to go? I may have not set it up.
It's up.
It's because we've been testing things. Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be.
Sorry. You can go ahead and bring it up. So you can see we have our screen here. We click over here.
There we go.
There it is.
Pretty easy to go.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Extra trivia. Oh, this is interesting. Which of the following states does not observe daylight saving time? How did I miss that talking point? Did you enjoy springing forward? We lost an entire hour and Sunday flew by.
Absolutely not. It
Did
was
not enjoy-
horrendous.
it was.
I traveled all day Saturday, basically from about noon, give or take, Pacific time, and then went to Mountain Time because I had a layover in Denver. Which,
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that.
which always bothers me. I dislike having a layover in
you're
Denver, 'cause
home.
I'm like, I'm so close to home, but so far. I'm like waving at my parents from the plane. I'm like, okay, hi,
Oh,
Fountain.
that's kind of sad.
It always, when it was quick too, so like I had like less than 30 minutes before we started.
Oh, it was a
boarding
very
again.
short
So I was
layover.
rushing. I like
Oh,
grabbed
boy.
McDonald's, like ate the McDonald's in like
Oh, that's what you're
5
saying.
minutes.
Scarfed it down.
Yeah, I was starving.
Oh,
I ordered
dear.
it from the plane too, so that was kind of fun.
Oh, you put it in the app?
Yeah, I did the mobile order.
like, I
was
need to make this
it was like
quick.
Concourse C. I was like, okay, ready to go.
That's cool. Never thought about
Yeah,
that.
luckily my gates weren't too far from each other, but the McDonald's is like,
Did you have Wi-Fi on the plane?
I did. So
Okay.
Southwest now, I flew Southwest. They let you have Wi-Fi if you're free Wi-Fi, full Wi-Fi.
Oh, I didn't know
if
that.
you're a Rapid Rewards member.
Oh, wonderful.
So you don't even need the credit card or anything. As long as you're the Rapid Rewards member,
You
get
can give her Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
That must be new. I didn't know that.
That was very interesting. And I didn't, I noticed it on the way out there, but I didn't, remember what my Rapid Rewards number was. But the cool thing is that you're able to use your, confirmation number for the flight, and then your name, so it can look up your reservation and see that
So it
you're
does it for you.
Windsor.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, because I knew what that was, because I had changed my flight and stuff a couple times, because it was very weird. On Friday, I got notification that my flight was delayed over an hour and a half. On Friday
that's what
night
you were saying.
for
You might have
Saturday.
to switch your
It
flight.
was very weird, and I'd never seen that before. The day before,
So
multiple
early.
hours ahead, being delayed that long. And at that point, I was going to miss my connection,
Oof. Yeah.
because it was literally would have technically 5 minutes, but they closed the doors 10 minutes
Yeah.
before takeoff, really.
You already
and so I
missed
was
it.
like, I'm going to miss my flight. And so I panicked. I was like, what do I do? And so I actually called and switched my flight. And then the morning of, it was back to normal. So I was like, okay, I'd rather go to Denver
back.
and get in a little bit earlier. And then Dallas, it was going to be through Dallas instead of Denver. And Dallas was looking at some severe weather. And I was like, don't really want to get stuck in Dallas, because at least if I get stuck in Denver for some reason, my parents can come pick me up. So I was like, well, never mind. But yeah, I had Wi-Fi, so that was really
That's cool. I was
interesting and
noticing you
fun.
were texting on the plane. I was thinking, how does that happen?
Yeah, it was
Because I know
nice.
we would not pay $8 for Wi-Fi.
No.
Heck no.
I
no.
mean, if it was a long flight, for sure. But yeah, from a Denver, Midland, or whatever
Yeah,
normal flight
something-
for an hour and a half to 2 hours, I was like, no.
Definitely not.
So it was nice. It was interesting to have Wi-Fi, because I was on TikTok and I was on Facebook, and I was like, I don't usually get to do this. I did try to watch a movie on a streaming site, and it didn't work. So that was
It was a
kinda
little too
sad. It
slow.
worked for 5 minutes, and then it just buffered. And I
Buffered.
was like, okay.
Belinda says, glad to see you back, Sawyer.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. But
And,
I did not love the time change at all.
No, I didn't either. It was a little too much. Belinda says Alaska on this answer here. Which of the following states does not observe daylight saving time? I want to say I think I know this one, so I'm going to vote on our website, firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code right there on your screen to make your voice heard in our polls. You can also go to firstalert7.com. At the very top, there's a little vote tab. Click on that. It takes you right to our poll, and it does work. Arizona, I'm picking that one for this one. I think I know that one.
The good news is I know this one because this is where my best friend that I traveled with was from. So she's very confused because she's like, I left and all these other states are doing this,
That's
but
true.
I'm not.
So it's just to go back and the time's different for just that state.
Yeah, and
Oof.
but yeah, it was weird, and traveling and then losing an hour's sleep, and then Sundays always are short anyway, because then we have to flip our schedule back. So it was just a lot yesterday, and then I forgot to set some of my clocks back, so I was or forward, and so I woke up and I was like, yeah, it's not too bad, and then I was like, wait, no, it's actually later than I'm expecting. So
Goodness gracious.
and of course we've talked about this last week, at the beginning of last week. I don't love the later sunsets. I'm not a fan of it.
No, not for us overnight folks. No, it really does. And it really affected me last night.
Really?
It did.
Oh.
I normally don't have trouble, but I guess because it was different. And it wasn't that much later because we're still kind of in the winter time, but it was still later than I was
Yeah, the
expecting.
sunset's only about 7:56.
Right, it's still
now.
early,
Yeah.
but for myself, it was already 7:30 before I knew it. I wasn't even ready for bed. It wasn't.
No,
My laundry
yeah.
wasn't done. I was like, "Whoa!" I
No,
gotta
I looked at the clock
kick it
and I was
into
like,
gear.
oh, I need to shower, because
Yes.
it was super late, and I was like, I'm usually getting ready in bed by now.
I was so behind on everything.
Yeah.
Sure. Which the laundry is still in the dryer. Shirley Lucas says Alaska and Arizona are her answers. Yeah, I'm going to be living out
I
of
was
the
going to
dryer.
say there are multiple states that don't observe daylight saving time. So there are multiple
Really?
states and territories of the U.S. There are, I think, four territories.
Not the territories.
Sorry, it's early. It's a lot of talking.
It is a lot of talking.
But there are, I think, 4 or 5 territories that don't observe it, and at least 2 states, possibly.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought it was just that one I'm thinking of.
Nope.
Well, we'll let you know the answer right at about 8 o'clock. I can't
can't
talk
talk
either,
either,
Sawyer.
no,
We're
good.
struggling today. Goodness gracious. It is Monday, but it's spring break, and we feel the energy of spring break here. We're so glad to be, we have more sunlight. We're going to, we lost our sunrises on the morning show up until about the end of May. They'll come back.
I was going to say the sunrise today is not until 8:06 is what I was saying. So it's going to be pretty dark. I mean, obviously we'll get it on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Thank goodness,
Now
yeah.
that is the good news. But it's still pretty dark out there this morning. Honestly, I like this time. If I had a normal shift,
Yeah.
I would like this time of year because I like
Me
it being
too.
dark later because I
More
like
stuff
to sleep
to
in.
do in the day.
You can do stuff throughout the day, but on this shift, it's not.
Not
I'm
ideal.
not a fan. And then it's like 8 o'clock and we're like leaving.
And it's most of the year. It's only we only get a few 3-4 months.
It's only like 4 months on.
Yeah, the other daylight saving.
Standard time.
Or is it standard time?
Yes,
okay.
we're on daylight time right now.
What the next poll we have for you here on firstalert7.com/vote. In your opinion, this is just an opinion. There's no right answer. What's the best month of spring? I voted April.
I did too.
Just it seems like that middle ground. May is too hot. March is too all over the place, as we can tell by your forecast coming up in
Yeah,
just
I
a
don't
moment.
like it.
It's all over the place. April for me just hits just right. 75% of the people say April, the same thing. There's just something about April showers to bring May flowers. Give or take, it just depends if we're going to get April showers. It really depends in West Texas. That's not a given any form or fashion.
I chose April because a lot of my family have birthdays in April. Aside from June, it's the month with the most amount of birthdays in our family. And then, Easter's usually in April. I mean, obviously it's, switches through the years,
Right.
but it's usually in April. My dad's birthday is in April, so we always celebrate his birthday, obviously.
Oh, he's April too. Okay.
Yeah, so I like April. April's a good, middle ground. It's not too hot, not too cold. There's some stuff to look forward to. You talked about it earlier that it's spring break for the kiddos out here. To me, that's early. Our spring break when I was in school was always like last week of March, first week of April. Like it always kind of coincided with Easter, give or take, or like around Easter. So like, I think in Colorado, most of the spring breaks are, the last week of March. Usually.
And then here it's the first, like right out of the gate.
That's
So
a little
early.
odd to me.
Mitch, stay ready, says, good morning, cousin Marilyn and the team.
Good morning,
then,
Mitch.
And then Belinda says April.
Yeah.
60% going with that,
April's
Belinda,
a
as
pretty good
well.
month.
What is our next poll question? Let's see what it is. Bring it up on the board. Which is your favorite family board game? Oh, and this is not even all of them because I voted other. Because my favorite one is Headbands or the flip game.
Oh, do I have that on my phone? I used to.
That would be a fun game. I feel like that's something Lauren would like to do on this show is like a Headbands game.
We should do that.
Because we did that in New Year's Eve trivia, the game shows.
yeah, for
we
the
did sports
sports.
headbands, which was good but it's very niche because the sports boys are sports boys.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get a lot of those.
No, you know
but
what?
news bands would be cool.
You know when we used to do that, we'd play that at Disneyland because there's like a Disney category, and so we'd be in the line at Disneyland. And we'd be playing like the Disney movies or the pop culture in line at Disney, so that was always fun.
That's pretty neat.
I'm going to choose other as well because we like to play, especially my nephew. He loves to play Trouble.
Battleship? Oh, Trouble.
No, not Trouble.
Battleship's fun too, by the way.
Or Sorry. What's the one with the like?
The little things. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, he likes to play Sorry, not Trouble.
Okay.
But
Which is
yeah.
great. Monopoly's a classic, though. We've all played Monopoly. I've never completed a game. I've heard our producer finish I think his first, is that what he said,
Yeah.
first ever Monopoly game?
And it took 3 hours, he said.
3 hours.
That's crazy.
See, my family gets into like brawls if
Yeah,
we
fight
finish
each
them all.
other
Yeah,
or
it
get
doesn't end
upset,
well.
yeah.
No.
I also do like
Doesn't
Clue.
end well.
I love like the movie of Clue. I love the
Mm-hmm.
like the guessing and kind of you have to think a lot.
I've
You
never
have to be,
played.
like,
Yeah, you have
You've
to
never
like.
played Clue?
I've never played. I've played Clue. I've never played
okay.
Scrabble. I've jumped ahead.
Played Scrabble? Interesting.
No, never played Scrabble.
I haven't in a while, but I've played it.
Here and there. Monopoly, though, yeah, many times. I've seen the Odessa Monopoly, the Medessa Monopoly at certain stores, so you can see that. But let us know what your favorite is. Go to firstalert7.com/vote or scanning the QR code or going to our website and clicking vote at the very top. Do we have one more question?
do.
We do, okay. Which big cat would you rather have as a bodyguard? Okay, yes, I did vote on this one. I chose cheetah.
Oh, really?
I did. I think they're so cool. They're so fast, it's terrifying.
I chose a lion.
A jaguar would be good, too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I chose lion. Obviously, we talked about it a little bit during Wake Up West Texas, but I love the Lion King. I love, they're very, I don't know, protective, I guess. I chose a lion.
Do you know what I would actually pick if it was...
And they're the king of the jungle.
That's true. They
so-
are the king. You know what I would pick if it was on this list? Is a panther.
I was going to say Black Panther.
A Black Panther. I love the movie. I know it's a Permian thing. I went to OHS, so it's one of those things. But I do love Panthers.
Yeah, they are the Panthers.
They are the
Intriguing.
Panthers. So is Fort Stockton. Shout out Fort Stockton Panthers. I do know that.
You know, the fact that they're like emblem or like symbol is just like a P, like in my mind doesn't make me think of Panther.
Panthers.
So I was like, wait, are they?
And then their
Panthers?
mojo
Yeah,
kind of thing.
so like that doesn't.
The Panthers is very minimal in their branding.
Yeah, because like we were the Trojans, and so we had like the Trojan.
You were the Trojans?
Yes.
Did y'all have like a wooden horse you'd push into all the other team's stadium?
No, but our
You
guy.
fire.
Our guy was named Troy, or our.
Troy, that's good.
Yeah, he was Troy the Trojan.
That's
and
funny.
He was pretty cool.
I just imagine you pushing this giant wooden Trojan horse into the opposing team stadium.
We did, of course, have to read the.
And the
Odyssey,
team
but
comes out of it. Wouldn't that
would
be cool?
fun. No, but
That's
yeah,
neat.
Didn't think of Permian being the Panthers. That makes sense.
Tiffany McElroy says he does like Trouble too. I think that was from earlier.
Oh yes.
And Belinda says Tiger. Okay, well, let us know what you think. There's still, of course, you can just comment. If there's something up there you want to like Panther, comment below. Let us know on the Facebook Live. We appreciate you streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Time now as we take a live look outside this morning at 7:15. This morning, looking live outside over the beautiful skies of Pecos. Look at that,
Dark
Sawyer.
skies of Pecos.
Yeah, the sun has not risen.
No.
We have an hour almost, or a little less than that.
Give or take,
Yeah. Until then, meteorologist Sawyer McElroy will rejoin us with a quick look at your forecast coming up right after the break here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Again, take us with you wherever you go. You can download our app on your phone, tablet, connected TV as well. It's completely free of charge. You're able to download it anywhere you go to be able to keep up with First Alert 7's programming, including Wake Up West Texas Extra. So stay with us.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. It is a mild start to the day, and here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. We are going to see things rather warm today. Temperatures, though, as we do start off the day, as you just saw, ranging from the 40s to the 60s. Here's those First Alert weather headlines now. Severe weather is possible coming up on Tuesday, behind an overall nice day today. Clearing things out and quieting things down through the rest of the week and into the weekend with up and down temperatures on the way. Those rain chances will increase starting really tonight, but continuing into Tuesday as well, with that best chance Tuesday throughout the daytime, and the best chance is going to be for the eastern portions of the region. Right now, here's a look at that severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Scattered strong severe storms will be possible for these areas highlighted in yellow. Isolated strong severe storms possible for these areas in dark green, and then sub-severe thunderstorms possible for those areas in light green. All severe weather threats are at play, though, so large hail, strong winds, and even a few tornadoes will be possible, especially for those eastern portions of the region coming up tomorrow. Of course, this is still something to keep an eye on as we head through today and into tomorrow. tomorrow just to see if that severe weather threat shifts at all. Temperatures as we head throughout the next 10 days are going to be well above normal for this time of year, especially by this weekend. 17 to 21 degrees above where we should be, even with a couple of cold fronts on the way. Starting off the day today, quiet conditions, hanging on to some clouds. Temperatures ranging from the 50s to the 70s down to 59 currently at the International Air and Spaceport. Winds anywhere from being calm to 15 miles per hour, and we are hanging on to those clouds across the state. Travelcast for today, mostly cloudy and warm. Winds from the south between about 10 and 15 miles per hour. High today of 84, low overnight of 60. And here's a look at what to expect if you are traveling anywhere across the state today. Not too bad compared to what we saw last week with all those severe weather threats, but that does change coming up tomorrow and even Wednesday for eastern portions of Texas. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast. 82 tomorrow, so a little bit cooler. Then to the 70s Wednesday and Thursday with the passage of a cold front. For temperatures do warm right back up into the 80s and even 90s coming up by Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Well, I have to say this forecast is definitely all over the place, a roller coaster of a forecast, up and down and back up again to the 90s. Goodness gracious. All right. Thank you so much for streaming with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We've had a great time so far this morning. Again, you can find our polls at firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code as well. You will be able to let us know what you think on some of the topics that we're discussing today, as well as this morning's trivia question as well. Well, meanwhile, the Permian Basin TAG Unit, or Texas Anti-Gang Unit, will soon have access to some new equipment.
As First Alert 7's Rachel Fortunato tells us, these new digital drug analyzers will allow them to more quickly identify unknown substances while in the field.
If the guys go out and they find some powder or some pills and they don't have an analyzer with them, they'll have to send that to the lab. It'll take weeks or months to get back from the lab. Then we'll get an arrest warrant for the person, then we have to go find them.
When they are able to identify a substance in the field, they can also immediately make an arrest. Not having to conduct a follow-up investigation to later find and arrest that person saves the TAG unit both time and money.
I want to bring enough technology and resources in here where it's almost like cheating to catch a bad guys.
Pardon says most of the arrests they make involve drugs, whether it's a drug user who has committed a violent crime or is a drug trafficker. He says the Permian Basin is a hub for drug trafficking because of how close we are to the border.
Drugs will come through Mexico to here, then they'll go all over the United States and into Canada. It also brings up kidnappings, it brings up robberies, it brings up homicides. There's all kinds of violent crime that drugs will touch, and we're here to reduce all of it.
All these digital drug analyzers will be paid for through TAG grants. These funds were also approved at the March 3rd Midland County Commissioners meeting.
When an item falls with over $10,000, then we're required to take it to Commissioners Court, so the court has an oversight of it, and then there's also public transparency.
Pardon says it's important that the court and the community fully support them and the work they do. Since the Permian Basin TAG Unit's creation in September, they have seized almost 400 pounds of narcotics. For First Alert 7 News, I'm Rachel Fortunato.
Pretty cool story to be able to have that kind of technology for local law enforcement. The TAG unit, the Texas Anti-Gang Unit, has been incredibly effective just based on our reporting from September, where they've arrested so many different kinds of people for not only gang-related crimes, but also other crimes as well in the community. So really glad to see they're doing really good work there.
Yeah, and getting new technology that will help them out in the field to identify, obviously, those drugs or substances that they find.
That's true, and of which there's apparently many here across the area. They were talking about how, because of our proximity to the border, that there's a lot of drug trafficking going on. I think we can all, attest to stories like that over the years. I know we can, for sure. So they're doing some good work there in our community, for sure. Across multiple agencies, the sheriff's offices, the police departments, all part of that TAG unit, if you will.
And even the FBI as well.
And even the FBI as well, federal law enforcement partners, too. Well, spring break is here for so many families, and that means more time spent around water. But of course, before fun begins, safety officials are reminding parents to take a few simple steps to keep kids safe this season.
First Alert 7 Sierra Burnett shares the tips that experts want families to remember.
As temperatures begin to rise and spring break gets closer, more families are planning days by the water. But along with the fun comes responsibility, and the most important rule is simple: active supervision. COM Aquatics recommends being within arm's length of your child in the water at any time.
A lot of parents do not realize that under the age of 5, children are more likely to drown in a pool, whereas from 18 to 14, they are more likely to drown in fresh water. So think rivers, lakes, and beaches.
COM Aquatics partner with the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation and Chevron to educate the public on water safety. Learning how to swim is a critical life-saving skill that helps reduce the risk of drowning, the leading cause of accidental death for children. According to McCoy, you can reduce the risk of your child drowning by 88% if they're participating in swim lessons.
This is a public health issue where every child deserves the chance to learn from a competent swim instructor that is trained in the leading curriculum. Not only with that, but they're also really educated on helping that child grow strong, not only in their mind, but also in their heart.
The American Red Cross says swimming in natural water, like rivers, lakes, and beaches, require more caution than pools. For example, if you're swimming at the beach and get caught in a riptide, McCoy advises swimming parallel to the shore. The Red Cross recommends swimming with a partner, wearing bright colors, and a life jacket, especially in rivers and lakes.
A lot of times people don't realize that in fresh water, blue, green, and light pastel colored swimsuits do not show up for lifeguards very well. Yeah, so if you're thinking dark water, think brighter swimsuit.
Some key additional rules for every parent to know include designating a water watcher, use barriers, and learning CPR. For more information on swimming lessons, visit firstalert7.com. Reporting for First Alert 7 News, I'm Sierra Burnett.
Important advice for if you're heading out to the water any time of the year, for sure.
Yes.
We're now going to take a quick moment to give our viewers on TV a First Alert 7 news and weather update on this Monday, the first day of spring break for so many kids, like we talked about, for water safety tips. We'll be right back with more Wake Up West Texas Extra in just a moment. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 7:26. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy for a check of the forecast outside. Sawyer, good morning. How's it looking?
It is rather mild as we do start off our day, but overall a nice day ahead for our Monday. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Severe weather is possible once again coming up on Tuesday. Rain and thunderstorm chances back in the forecast late tonight, continuing into tomorrow. Conditions clearing out and quieting down, though, as we head through the week with up and down temperatures on the way. Here's a look at that severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Scattered strong severe storms will be possible as of now for those areas in yellow. Isolated strong severe storms possible for those areas in dark green. All modes of severe weather will be at play, so large hail, strong winds, and even a few tornadoes will be possible. Here's a live look outside over the skies of Andrews this morning, where it is still dark, courtesy of that time change that we had on Saturday night into Sunday. Temperatures sitting anywhere from the 40s to the 60s, 60 degrees currently in Midland, 58 in Odessa right now. Winds anywhere from being calm to 15 miles per hour, and we are starting off the day with a great deal of cloud cover, but otherwise quiet conditions. Through the day, temperatures will warm into the 70s and 80s. 84 for Midland and Odessa's high temperature today, 84 for Pecos, Monahans, and Fort Stockton as well. And winds through the day anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up tonight, going to be cool to mild once again, those into the 40s, 50s, and 60s, 60 degrees overnight for both Midland and Odessa, and we will see winds picking up anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to see things cooling down slightly tomorrow with that threat for severe weather back in the forecast. Even cooler Wednesday and Thursday with the passage of a cold front. And overall, we are going to see those temperatures warming right back up into the weekend.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We have an important programming announcement for our Dish Network customers. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., our agreement with their network will expire. If an agreement is not reached by that time, you will lose access to our First Alert 7 newscast, but also CBS programming. We're asking that you call the number on your screen right now, 800-333-3474, and urge them to keep First Alert 7 on Dish Network. Now, if this agreement is not reached, we want you to know that you can always find First Alert 7 programming through our First Alert 7 streaming platforms on Android, Apple, Roku, Fire TV, and many more. All you have to do is search First Alert 7. And as you know, as you just saw, warmer weather is just around the corner. It's happening now, actually, as spring approaches. With that comes pollen, and with pollen comes allergies. Once spring gets going, you'll really be able to see pollen coating our cars, sidewalks, and just about everything. Many common symptoms of outdoor seasonal allergies include itchy, watery eyes, runny nose, sneezing, and nasal congestion. Doctors say over-the-counter nasal sprays and decongestion should help bring some relief, but be sure to also limit your time outside. And we'll have another check of the news and weather in half an hour. Join us streaming live on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Make it a great Monday.
At Gray Digital Media, we develop the right message to grab attention and drive leads with custom strategies designed to grow your brand. Trust the streaming apps you know best. Cutting-edge strategies. Backed by local expertise. Connect you with customers right here in West Texas and wherever your audience is. Get results that matter to you and your business. GDM West Texas, we know local. Let's connect today. GDMWestTexas.com. Here in the Permian Basin, change can come fast, but you don't have to be caught off guard. At First Alert 7,
we are going to be looking at scattered showers and thunder showers.
we track every shift, big or small. And when we know, you'll know.
Here's what we're tracking here on the Weather Maker's map.
We are continuing to see some showers and thunderstorms.
Plan your day clearly and easily with the First Alert Weather Team. Changes will happen, but with First Alert 7 weather, you'll be ready.
The cornerstone of Investigate TV is investigative journalism.
Should this be better regulated?
How big of a problem is that? We always try to give viewers a takeaway, something they can learn from a story.
Should they be revoking these certifications?
The public has a right to know.
There are things that affect our homes, that affect our families, that affect our health, that we are learning every day from these stories.
And it allows us to tell the best of the best stories and show them to you every day.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
Watch on MeTV Channel 30.2. From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. 31 past the hour at 7:31 this morning. Good to have you with us on this Monday morning, starting off the week of spring break for many of our local school districts across the area. So there'll be a lot of people getting out and about, and hopefully you're starting a morning with us. We appreciate you streaming with us on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our mobile website, and of course, our app as well.
Yes.
But Sawyer, it's been a pretty fun morning already.
Yeah, it's going along pretty quickly. You said it was 7:31. I was like, oh, it is.
Already?
That's crazy. But yeah, it's going along pretty nicely. Nice morning. Overall, a nice day. We do have some changes ahead tomorrow, but we'll talk about that later on in the show.
And we want to get in now to West Texas Weighs In, a poll where you could join in. Go to firstalert7.com/vote or scan the QR code. Our trivia of the hour, which is we're going to give you the answer in less than 30 minutes, is which of the following states does not observe daylight saving time? I chose Arizona because I'm pretty sure that's what I remember, but also there's several states up there. Alaska's on the board too. We'll have the answer, of course, coming up in less than 30 minutes. But there are other poll questions you can answer too on our website, firstalert7.com/vote. And the next one, in your opinion, what is the best month of spring? I went with April because it's like right in the middle. We're in the heart of spring. April showers, bring May flowers. But, I know in West Texas, that's not always the case.
It's April's severe weather brings
May
severe weather, but okay.
That's true, yes. Yeah, that's true. April and May bring severe weather consistently throughout, for sure.
Yes.
And even March in some instances. We've already seen a few issues with that. I know the Panhandle has. They've had tornado warnings at this point.
Luckily not terrible for us. We've had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but nothing too bad just yet. The threat is there tomorrow once again, though. So something to keep an eye on. Make sure to download that First Alert 7 weather app to stay up to date with the latest conditions. And of course, tune into First Alert 7 throughout today and into tomorrow as well. Good
advice there, always, any time of the year. Next one is, which is your favorite family board game? There's so many answers here that you can go by. But here's what we have: Scrabble, Clue, Monopoly, or Other. I went with Other, and I think most people did. I chose Headbands. I think that's a fun game. Any kind of charades kind of the game is my favorite.
We need to have another game night.
We do.
That's not at a house that I can't go to.
Oh yes. Okay. I was like, whose house?
I'm very allergic to cats, and some of our coworkers that like to host have cats. So
like very allergic to cats.
Yes, so
see, I'm allergic to cats too, but not like Sawyer.
Yeah, I'm very allergic to cats.
I just get sniffles.
No. Yeah. But anyway, I chose Other as well. I do like. I like most board games, but I chose, what was it, Trouble?
Trouble.
Yeah.
With the exclamation point.
Yeah. I also like Chutes and Ladders. You mentioned it earlier, Battleship. Battleship's always fun.
I like Eels and Escalators. That's good too.
It's like the other version of Chutes and Ladders.
Right.
I had a Chutes and Ladders computer game.
Did you?
It was really fun because you could like play the classic chutes and ladders, but then there was also like funny things like that, like eels and escalators or whatever. So
a comment on the last question from Tiffany. She says, in Colorado, we can get snow in March and April still. May is when it actually finally starts to feel like spring. So May is her answer.
Well, we also can get snow in May in Colorado too. We've
gotten
a foot of snow in May before, like the second week of May. I mean, obviously we've gotten snow, I think, in June in Colorado before, but yeah, sometimes it'll be like the second week of May and there's a foot of snow on the ground.
That's
like,
crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I chose April. I was saying earlier, I like April because, it's a good month.
It's in between,
It's not too hot just yet. A lot of my family has birthdays in April. Easter's usually in April, so I like April.
April's a birthday month for us, too, on the production side of our team.
Yeah,
we
have
two birthdays in April, so we're ready to enjoy some buntinis for that.
Yes.
Always our favorite time. Our next question is, which big cat would you rather have as a bodyguard? Tiger, cheetah, lion, or jaguar? I chose panther off the comments here, so you can comment below your answer. But Sawyer, you chose?
I chose lion.
The bodyguard lion.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lion would be cool. I mean, obviously they're terrifying. Obviously all of these animals are terrifying. But, I don't know. Lion's called the king of the jungle for the reason. So.
That's true. The king of the jungle, that is for sure. Jaguar. Why is no one picking jaguar? I love just saying it. I don't say it, the most appropriate
I was just
way.
you just like...
Jaguar. It's like the British, in the United Kingdom, that's what they say, jaguar.
What?
Isn't that right? Am I wrong about that?
I have no clue, Matthew.
Tiger and cheetah on the list as well, but panther's pretty cool, though. I think that's what I would pick if it was on the list for sure. Again, go to firstalert7.com/contests and let us know what you think. Sorry, firstalert7.com/vote.
You can go to firstalert7.com/contests
That's
as
true.
well, because we do have a couple of contests.
A cool one, too, with photos.
Yes,
that
photo
one's cool.
contest. What is that? Show us your West Texas.
Show us your West Texas.
And then we have the George Strait concert ticket giveaway as well.
Yeah, we have tons going on.
But also vote on our polls on firstalert7.com/vote.
Our website is the place to be for sure.
Yes.
All right.
And make sure to take us with you wherever you go, work, the grocery store, you name it. You can watch your favorite First Alert 7 shows on our app. Download it now on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Start your mornings with Wake Up West Texas from 5 to 7, and then Wake Up West Texas Extra from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. You can also watch us live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, which many of you are, and our YouTube channel as well.
All right, 7:37 on this Monday as we take a live look outside over Andrews. It's kind of hazy out there, too.
I think it's just the clouds.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
in the distance?
It's overall cloudy, a little bit of low clouds as well.
And dark.
And it's dark. So the sunrise for the Midland Odessa area is about 8:06 a.m., give or take, courtesy of that time change that we saw on Saturday night into Sunday. So, we won't be getting that sunrise for half hour or so, give or take, at this point. But let's go somewhere where that sun is up because we want to see the sun.
We need to be enlightened. We need to be...
and we also talked about spring break as well. So let's head over. Well, the East Coast doesn't look that great either. Sorry.
Does it not?
It's kind of cloudy.
Oh, boy.
Okay, here we go. This is St. Augustine, Florida. This is at the Embassy Suites, St. Augustine. This is the beach there, if it loads.
It does take a little bit. Wow.
There we go. So we do have a little bit of sun there. Still some clouds, though.
That looks like a wallpaper background.
Looking nice and serene there to start off the day. Nobody's on the beach, though, surprisingly, yet there. At least, not that I can see.
8:38 on the Monday for them. They should get out there for spring break.
Yeah.
Maybe they're waiting to go out in the evening.
This is North Florida. They're not.
Oh,
that's not
this is not a destination.
Yeah,
this is not Orlando.
Speaking of, well, this isn't Orlando either, but this is Port Canaveral. So let's look at some cruise ships. We do have a Carnival cruise ship, I believe, in the background. Let me try.
Is that Disney in the front?
Yeah, so that's a Disney cruise ship. Can't see, of course, sadly, what the ship is. They have, I think they're up to like 5 or 6 like fancy ships now.
Have you ever been on a Disney cruise?
I've not, no.
Okay, on your list.
They are insanely expensive. Obviously, I would love to go on a Disney cruise because Disney and cruises, I love cruises.
You like both of
those
those
things. This summer on a Carnival ship. But yeah, Disney, like even for like an interior room with no window is like the cost of like a suite on Carnival cruise.
Oh, so it's thousands
like
and thousands.
It's a lot of money. It's insane.
Never been on a cruise boat myself, ever.
Would you like to?
No, I really don't.
You don't want to?
No.
You don't want to be on a boat?
I'm not a cruise man. No, I don't want to discuss my fears, but there's many of them.
Yeah, you don't like being surrounded by water in the dark.
Don't like water.
Yeah.
I'm not a big ocean guy either. I like cities and mountains and interior more than ocean. It doesn't excite me.
Not me. I love cruises. I love the water.
But again, that's coming from someone who's never experienced it. So hearing from you, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob loves cruises as
that's
well.
That's my opinion. Who's never experienced anything. So I would love to, because y'all seem to have very high ratings for them. So maybe I should try it.
And then here's another one. This is called Crystal River in Florida. This is on the west coast of the peninsula there.
Wow, this one is a nice camera. It's
I didn't think it changed for a minute. I was like, why does this look the same?
So nice.
Yeah, this is really nice. A little bit of cloud cover as well, but it looks so peaceful out there. Like
it does. It looks very glassy.
I think there might be,
good
is
fishing
that a boat
weather.
or is it a buoy?
It's a dinghy.
It's I think it's a sailboat. On
Might
the
be a
left
little
side.
sailboat, yeah. A little dot.
Yeah. So, and then we're gonna go one more place really quick this morning.
Actually, there's something that sunk in the water there.
Yeah, it looks.
Something's
like
definitely
there's
there.
something. Right. Let me go. Hold on. Why is it not working? We're gonna go to Seattle really quick. We talked about this on Wake Up West Texas.
Yes.
And Extra as well this morning. I was in Seattle last week, so that's
You were
why I was
on that
not
building.
here. Yeah, I went to the top of the Space Needle, so that was really fun. Ate in the restaurant there at the Loop Lounge, and it's the revolving floor, so that was really fun. Both of my friends were kind of dizzy. They did not enjoy it. They also don't like heights either, so they were kind of nervous.
They were just thrown off, weren't
doing
they?
That.
Boy,
yeah.
that's like me on a cruise. Oh, your mom has a comment for me.
Oh.
Also, she said snow is less likely in May. But Matthew, go on a short cruise. They offer 2 to 5 days. Okay.
Yeah, 2-day, obviously you don't do too much, but like maybe a 3-day, like
Maybe
a
a
Friday,
short-
Saturday, Sunday would be a good one for you. I know they do those out of Long Beach.
That's the thing. It's like from my experience. See, I say all that I wouldn't do it, but that's coming from someone who's never experienced a cruise. From y'all who have experienced cruises, you say it's really good.
Yeah, and we've always done like long cruises. Like I think our shortest cruise was maybe 5 days.
So do you ever find yourself bored?
On a cruise, no.
Never. Okay.
And my first cruise I was 8, so it was pretty young. But even then, they have stuff. I mean, we're not kids anymore, but they have stuff for kids. They have. They have. I think it's like Camp Carnival is like the one for.
I'm a child at heart, honestly.
Well, they wouldn't let you in there.
It's like actual children.
Yeah, no, it's like I want to say like daycare at sea, but not really. So they
I'd probably
they
not.
have like stuff for young kids, but they have I think like Camp Carnival for like elementary school kids. And then there's like Circle C, which is for like the
middle age,
like
tween.
younger teens, and then there's something else for the older teens.
And then the bars are for the adults.
Yeah, and then the bars and the clubs for the adults.
Oh boy.
So.
Well, I might have to take your mother's advice on that because maybe I do need to just give it a try. Sell out of like Galveston or something.
Yeah, and there's like casinos, obviously.
Oh boy.
But there's also like nightlife. There's always shows. The shows are always
shopping,
fun.
Is that right?
Shopping on the ship and also in the ports, and then you can do, it depends on the ports that you go to, but like.
I'm more for food, as you know.
I mean, there's salsa and salsa.
Oh, I like salsa.
You get to make salsa and you get to learn to salsa dance.
That sounds like something I need to do. You know me and my salsa dancing.
But anyway, so
that sounds cool though. It does sound neat. It's just the boat aspect. Okay, I'll tell you my fears, even though some of them are not the most appropriate. I'll tell them anyways.
Okay.
I'm afraid of like stomach viruses, sicknesses, because I had a friend who used to work here who had that problem. But that was just one. So that he kind of like.
Was he a friend?
Yes, he was.
Oh, okay.
A friend of mine, a coworker. He said I got sick one time on a cruise ship, and maybe that wasn't the best thing to tell me who's like considering going on a cruise ship.
I mean, obviously you can get sick anywhere that you go.
But you're right, exactly. Maybe that's an irrelevant and irrational fear.
You just have to be careful.
Or falling off the boat. I'm very clumsy. I feel like I'm just going to topple right out into the ocean. But I know they have alarms for that. Like it's like pretty impossible.
I'm
isn't it?
thinking thoughts, but I'm not going to say them about you falling off the side of the boat.
Oh boy, that's the thing. I think of that or me going missing. Like someone's going to take me.
Matthew, I don't think anybody's going to kidnap you.
Anyway, this is what goes through my mind when I think of a cruise ship.
Those are kind of irrational. I mean.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting on.
It's really hard to fall off the side of a boat. Like it is. Like
you have to actually, like.
You have to be intoxicated.
Okay.
Or
which they cut you off too, don't they? You shouldn't, drink at a certain point. You have to go back to your room.
I honestly don't know.
And is it irrational to think you would get seasick because they're so steady?
It's possible. I mean, a lot of people that do go on cruises can possibly get seasick. I mean, they'll wear the patches behind the ear to help with seasickness, Dramamine, of course.
I don't think I'm that sensitive to it.
It's not terrible. Just avoid hurricane season, of course.
That's another fear.
Yeah, because then your itinerary gets all messed up because you don't get to like dock where you're expected to go. You know, the waves are rough. You don't get to do anything on deck. Like the Lido deck is where the pools and stuff are.
Because the waves.
You know, a lot of the restaurants, you're not.
Well, I
allowed to
imagine
go
like
there.
Poseidon, the movie, where the boat gets
tipped over
capsized.
and upside down.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
No, Matthew, that's not going to happen.
That's
no. I mean, you can have some rough waves.
Yeah.
Not the Titanic either. Come on, you guys. There are enough lifeboats for the people that are on these cruise ships anymore.
It's just
It's
so
just
many
the thing.
irrational fears that I live by with those things.
Have you ever seen in the side of a lifeboat on like these cruise ships?
No,
They're
I've never even
gigantic.
seen a cruise ship in person.
They fit like 90 people.
Oh my goodness.
Like
Okay.
I think it's like 60 to 90 people, give or take.
Jeez. So they can literally evacuate the whole boat.
It's insane. It's so cool.
Incredible.
But anyway, yeah, try out a cruise, a
Okay.
short one. I don't know if they do short ones out of Galveston, but
I'll book it today. I'm just kidding. I need to do some research. All right, let's take a look at this. A riot of color blooms inside the Pennsylvania Convention Center as the 2026 Philadelphia Flower Show fills its halls with sweeping gardens and vibrant floral displays. This year's theme, Rooted, Origins of American Gardening. Wow. Attendees said the elaborate display feels like walking through a magical garden. Now in its 197th year, the Philadelphia Flower Show is the world's largest and oldest indoor flower show, drawing more than 250,000 visitors every year, eager for a glimpse of spring. I would love to attend something like this. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
I love flowers, and we've discussed it before. I don't get enough flowers, like just in general. Like I don't buy them for myself. I don't
you're saying you don't
receive
get
them.
flowers? Would you like me to buy you a bouquet?
I mean, that would be nice.
I didn't know that, Sawyer. I didn't know you were a flower.
No, I love
kind of
flowers.
did know that, yeah.
I was gonna say we've discussed this before, but no, it's something that like I wouldn't want to buy for myself. And
Even though, like Miley says, you can buy yourself flowers.
oh yes, you can. Plus, I mean, flowers aren't like they're not cheap either.
No,
Like-
some of the bouquets are not. We have some excellent local florists, by the way. Fantastic.
Yeah. We also discussed this during Wake Up West Texas. In Seattle at the Pike Place Market, they had flowers, and they were beautiful, smelled so good, and they were actually like relatively cheap. Like a nice, like it was small, but it was like decently sized bouquet. It was about $15, and I was like,
That'd be a nice gift, Sawyer. Maybe I'll get you an extra gift.
I'll leave them.
I'll give you a bouquet of flowers, and then HR comes in. What's going on here?
Cheryl?
Yeah, right. 3 Asian lion cubs were unveiled at Cologne Zoo in Germany on Thursday. The cubs, born at the zoo at the end of November, were seen exploring their outdoor enclosure for the first time. The young cubs weigh between 12 and 13 kilograms, which I converted into imperial units, which is 28 pounds, and still consume almost exclusively milk as their food source from their mother. At the same time, they are beginning to show an interest in meat, the zoo said.
I feel like those lion cubs look a lot bigger than 28 pounds.
Especially to be still drinking milk.
Yeah. Oh, and Mama's grooming them.
Oh, she's so nice.
They're so cute. But yeah, I mean, that's like the same size as my dog.
They're like little cats. I would go and pet them all. That would end well.
Where's Jacob? Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Oh, I love that. That's a great vine. Yeah, don't try and pet those. We don't advise that. But Cologne, look at the people who have lined up there to see these cubs.
I wonder if there's going to be lions at Midland Zoo, Zoo Midland.
I don't know that answer.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
I
Even
mean,
just
it feels
one.
like, you know.
It feels like it would fit in this area.
Out
Yeah,
here,
maybe so. Maybe that's a
why
surprise we'll find out soon. The late John F. Kennedy Jr.'s name has been back in the news lately. That's because of a new Hulu series titled Love Story, which chronicles JFK Jr.'s life and his relationships, including his marriage to the late Caroline Bassett. Both Kennedy and Bassett were killed in a plane crash in 1999. A bar in Washington, D.C. hosted this competition on Sunday to find the person who most resembled Kennedy. Event organizers say the new TV series inspired the idea, and they say other lookalike contests take place around the country, so why not do one in D.C.? Different men took their turns on stage to see if they resembled Kennedy the most, and the crowd decided. When it was over, Matthew Orgera was named the winner. He says this is not the first time people have compared him to Kennedy. I actually am very unfamiliar with JFK Jr. because, I mean, he was gone by the time I was a baby. Those
This
two.
is intriguing. I don't know how I feel about this. The lookalike contests I feel like are cool.
Because he's not here.
But for like this is weird.
Because it's kind of because he died in a plane crash.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
great.
mean, it's
and fairly in recent memory, you're right. This is not like
it's not
like a
most
George
of these
Washington.
people are probably alive, or like, barely alive, maybe, give or take. In
it is a
90s,
bit a light. Yeah, that's why I thought this was an interesting story
Yeah,
because
no.
it's kind of like
Well,
bringing a light to
initially,
it.
when you read this, I thought it was going to say his, oh gosh, is it his nephew, Jack?
Oh, Jack Schlossberg, yes.
He's upset about the show.
Interesting. That he doesn't want the show to go on.
He says it's dramatization. It's not accurate.
It's dramatic and not okay.
And I don't want to say like slanders his name, but he was not happy about it, and was like, my family's already been in the news a lot lately. Like, why did you do this?
And now they're
show?
doing a lookalike contest.
Yeah, now they're doing a lookalike contest.
Which apparently they're nationwide. Apparently it's very popular.
Yeah, so they do a ton in New York. They had one for Harry Styles. They had one recently for the heated rivalry guys, Connor Story and Hudson
And Odessa?
Williams. Yes, he's an Odessan. Connor, hit us up.
Come join us on XTRA.
I would love that. But anyway, they've done that, for Bad Bunny before. Who else did they do recently?
Dolly Parton I've seen.
They did Pedro Pascal.
Oh yes,
in
and
New York.
Adele.
I don't know if they did an Adele one.
I just saw it on YouTube one time. I don't know if it was there.
I think okay, but yeah, so they're really big. But yeah, I feel like this is a little weird in.
I guess just
sense
show
that
promotion. That's what the show wants. So they're doing show promotion.
Yes,
So I
but
guess
it
so.
feels icky in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like it's a little weird.
A little weird.
Also,
they're
why
just
is there
having
a
a good.
dog?
I have no idea.
I mean, good for the dog, but.
Well,
Anyway.
staying nearby
Yes.
in Washington, D.C., the cherry blossom trees will be in peak bloom soon from March 29th to April 1st. That's the official date for the National Park Service, saying its projection, though, could change depending on the weather. It's so sensitive. It says the blossoms usually stay on trees 7 to 10 days. NPS says enjoying them dates back to Japan's gift of 3,000 cherry trees back in 1912. Incredible. I've always wanted to go see them. I may very well book a flight and just go see them real quick.
You should.
I think I might. I'll have to see who can
Where
fill
is
in on
DC?
extra for me.
Hello, here we go.
But we'll have to see.
Trying to see if they're blooming on our iCams yet.
Oh, you're trying to see if you have a view. Okay. We'll let you sift through that while I go to this next story because we'll come back to that one. Walmart shoppers may soon notice a big change to store shelves. The retail giant switching out its paper price labels to digital ones. According to a Walmart news release, they are rolling out the digital shelf labels at all U.S. locations within the next year. Walmart says the digital shelf labels are controlled through a centralized system and will allow for faster price changes at a moment's notice. The digital shelf labels also help employees stock and fulfill online orders quicker. And as a former retail store employee, I can vouch for that because we used to have to do labels. And let me tell you how tedious as you can imagine that is, doing those labels, each and every one throughout the store. It would be a stack, huge stack, and you have to go and find the item and put tags on if they were on sale or they had a price change. Did you work what was your first job? Just curious. Were you retail? Mine was retail. I worked at a hardware store.
I've never worked in retail at all, or food service.
It's definitely tough. I've never done food service.
No, my first job was a sports supervisor /
You had a cool first
official
job.
at a community center. So
That's cool.
I would referee softball, basketball, volleyball, soccer.
You had a really cool first job, Sawyer.
Yeah, and then I moved
Wow.
up, became a supervisor.
That was in high school?
No, it was college.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have my first job until college.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so, but it was fun. And it was where I used to play sports and stuff when I was younger. So it was really fun to kind of be full circle and give
That
back to the
sounds
community.
cool.
And yeah, it was really fun and nice and got to hang out with kids that I also grew up, not kids, but adults at that point that I had grown up.
Yeah, you were able to see them, and
doing
that
sports
that's
with.
cool.
So that was really fun.
No, mine was at a hardware store and then at an office supply store, and that's where I learned a lot of these tags and whatnot. And that was through my junior and senior year of high school, 2 jobs.
Intriguing.
So and that was tough. Those signages, I mean, all those signs, the little tags, you never think about them. But I mean, I know the process. It's a lot. These could make a big difference, though. But at the same time, is there problems with them? Are they accurate? I don't know.
Yeah, what if like the
Tags
just, like, don't
dead or
work,
something
yeah,
like as a battery.
like-
So yeah, there's that too
it
to think
free?
about. Is it free?
Yeah, the tag isn't working.
Oh, I see. It's
Like there ain't no price on
my
it, give it to
grandpa
me.
says that.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
if it doesn't scan, is it free? Yeah. It is an interesting idea, though. It would save on, like, we used to have to go in early before opening and redo tags, like, very early, to have to get pricing done and redoing, put sales on. It was a whole thing. But good experience, though. Great stuff for my first and second job, respectively, back when, over a decade ago at this point. Goodness gracious. Well, we've had a great time here this morning on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We hope you'll vote on our polls. So go to firstalert7.com/vote. We have several questions. We have a trivia question up as well, which is which state does not observe daylight saving time. So you can go and vote on all of those, of course. But here in just about a minute and a half, we're going to take a break for a quick First Alert 7 news and weather update. We've still got many more things to talk about here on the show as well. But also a check of your forecast here in just a moment, because we're seeing some change once again after we saw a bit of a weird weekend in the way of temperatures. Wake up Saturday morning, cold. I had to run a heater on. It was so cold. It was 64 degrees when I woke up inside.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it was very cold. So we had, oh, goodness gracious. And I stepped outside and the wind was howling. It was so cold. It was a wind chill. Wind chill was like 42 that morning.
Ah, beautiful.
I was going to say, that's what you saw as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't here, obviously, in Texas on Saturday morning, but that sounds nice. But yeah, in Seattle, it was pretty cool. I don't think we warmed up past 50 the whole weekend. And
wow, goodness.
In the nighttime, it was like upper 30s, low 40s, and then it was rainy, it was breezy, so it was a little chilly. I honestly, my friend was like, I should have packed some gloves. She's from Arizona, though, so she was like extra cold.
So she was freezing. She's a desert girl like myself.
I'm so cold.
I'm a desert man. We've still got a lot more to come on this morning on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Thank you for streaming with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, actually about 20 seconds for that First Alert 7 cut-in on CBS. Please don't go anywhere.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Time now is 7:56. Good morning to you. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRoy with a check of the forecast. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. Happy Monday. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. Overall, a nice day ahead for today, but severe weather possible coming up on Tuesday. Clearing things out and quieting things down through the rest of the week and into the weekend with up and down temperatures throughout the extended forecast. For the severe weather outlook, as of now, scattered strong severe storms will be possible for those areas highlighted in yellow, especially across eastern portions of the region. Isolated strong severe storms will be possible for those areas highlighted in dark green, and then subsevere thunderstorms will be possible for those areas in light green. We are looking at all modes of severe weather possible. Large hail, strong winds, and even a tornado or two cannot be ruled out, and this is coming up tomorrow for our Tuesday. Here's a live look outside over the skies of Midland this morning, where we are hanging onto cloudy skies. Overall, a little bit of a gloomy start to the day, and that sun is starting to finally make its way up in the sky. Those temperatures are mild, sitting in the 40s, 50s, and 60s as well. Winds anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour, and we are hanging onto those clouds pretty much across most of West Texas and southeast New Mexico, but quiet conditions as well. Through the day, we are going to see highs into the 70s and 80s. 84 for Midland and Odessa, 84 for Pecos, Monahans, and Fort Stockton as well. 83 for Presidio, a little bit cooler across those higher elevations with highs into the 70s. Coming up tonight, lows into the 40s, 50s, and even a few 60s as well. Those winds will be picking up, though, anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we will see some rain chances back in the forecast late tonight, continuing into Tuesday, with about a 40% chance of thunderstorms for the Midland Odessa area tomorrow. Cooling things down on Wednesday with the passage of a cold front, but temperatures in the 90s by Saturday.
Sawyer, thank you very much. Well, we have an important programming announcement for our Dish Network viewers and customers. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., our agreement with their network will expire. If an agreement is not reached by that time, you will lose access to our First Alert 7 newscasts as well as CBS programming. We are asking that you call the number on your screen, 800-333-3474, and urge them to keep CBS First Alert 7. Now, if this agreement is not reached, we want you to know that you can always access First Alert 7 programming through our streaming platforms, which is Android, Apple, Roku, Fire TV. Anywhere you get your news digitally, you can find First Alert 7. We'll track crime now, where, according to officials, a man is behind bars in Winkler County after a traffic stop led to the search of a car on Saturday. That's when police found 3 bags of cocaine, around 255 grams. Andy Rodriguez was arrested and is in the Winkler County Jail. Texas Department of Transportation partnering with local law enforcement to increase patrols while many students are out for spring break. Texas saying that last year they had 700 DUI-related crashes in Texas, and they ask you to not drink and drive. We'll see you in half an hour. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
At Gray Digital Media, we develop the right message to grab attention and drive leads with custom strategies designed to grow your brand. Crush the streaming apps you know best. Cutting-edge strategies backed by local expertise. Connect you with customers right here in West Texas and wherever your audience is. Get results that matter to you and your business. GDM West Texas, we know local. Let's connect today. GDMWestTexas.com.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you
and inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on First Alert 7. And then stay tuned for First Alert 7 News at 4. Here in the Permian Basin, change can come fast, but you don't have to be caught off guard. At First Alert 7,
we are going to be looking at scattered showers and thunder showers.
We track every shift, big or small. And when we know, you'll know.
Here's what we're tracking here on the Weather Maker's map.
We are continuing to see some showers and thunderstorms.
Plan your day clearly and easily with the First Alert Weather Team. Changes will happen, but with First Alert 7 weather, you'll be ready.
It's super. It's science. It's fiction.
What is it?
It's Super Sci-Fi Saturday night on MeTV. After Sven gets swept away in adventures beyond our world, promising spaceships, lasers, giants, other worlds, and robots.
I will do my part.
Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
Watch on MeTV channel 30.2. From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you. 8:01 on this Monday morning, starting off another work week, but also spring break week for so many families across the area. So it's an exciting time to have you with us here streaming live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, and all of our streaming platforms as well. And I'm here with meteorologist Roy McElroy. Welcome back to Extra.
Yes, I am back today. I took some time off to go see some friends in the Pacific Northwest. Enjoyed the rain, enjoyed the green. It was so green out there, y'all.
Trees, water, and rain.
It was crazy. I was like, this is not
what is this?
West Texas anymore. Toto, we're not in West Texas
You
anymore.
were like tapping your tennis shoes at the airport. Just this lady standing there tapping her shoes.
No, I had rain boots actually.
Tapping your rain boots. There you go.
I had to buy some rain boots because it was so rainy.
Wow.
My friend was like, "Yeah, you should probably get some waterproof shoes," and I was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
Didn't think about that.
No, but yeah, I was like, "We're not in West Texas anymore for sure."
Did those fit in your check bags?
I didn't have a checked bag actually.
You took a carry-on?
I did.
Whoa!
I got everything.
Wait,
in
I didn't hear this
carry-on.
lore. You took just a carry-on for how many days? 3-day trip?
Wednesday, Thursday,
and you
Friday,
added boots.
Saturday, yeah.
Wow, you're a fishing packer. I struggle with that so bad. I'm that guy who takes the extra bag for no reason. He packs 2 overpacks.
You know, usually I would like to.
For scenarios, different scenarios.
Well, scenarios and then like souvenirs because I had never been to
You
Seattle
did bring
before.
a souvenir, yeah.
So I did buy a couple of souvenirs. They were mostly small. I bought like a pair of socks.
Stuff you could put in.
I like fun socks. So I got some socks with the Space Needle on them, so that was fun.
That's cool.
I got, the Wake Up West Texas cruise, some small things.
Yes.
And then I also bought a mug, but I put the mug in my my actual carry-on on my backpack.
Your personal item, yeah.
So I had a backpack, and it's decently sized, so I was able to fit that in there. And honestly,
Wow.
I was a little bit, happier having that with me instead of it. Well, even though the the carry-on was with me, but yeah, it was. We hit some turbulence coming to Midland.
You were saying it was kind of over New Mexico-ish and Texas, like the state line. No,
it was between like Colorado or Denver and like Colorado Springs.
Oh, that.
Yeah, it was
quick.
not that far into our flight.
Interesting. I was imagining it was further.
No, and we were still climbing, and it was. I'm not a fan of turbulence anymore. When I was little, we talked about it before. I was like, yeah, it's a roller coaster, and now I'm like, oh gosh, the plane's going down, y'all.
Oh boy, okay.
No, I'm not that bad, but I was definitely like.
But it was just bumpy.
I was definitely gripping the seat a little bit harder. I was like, armrest, okay. I was like, thanks, and I was.
Did they have to hold service a little bit longer?
They had started it and then they had to
They were
stop.
like,
Yeah, they like took our orders and they were like starting to get the drinks ready and stuff and like passed out the snacks and then we hit it and the pilot was like, "Sit down, y'all. Get in your jump seats, please.
Buckle up."
Yeah, and then I don't think the fasten seatbelt sign had turned off, but yeah, they turned it back on and I was like, okay. And luckily it wasn't too long. Like we climbed out of it pretty quickly. But yeah, it was
trying
decent.
to hurry, yeah.
It was, because sometimes it's a little, little
Wobbly.
rocky, but like everybody's heads were like bobbing back and forth.
Wow,
Like,
okay, was that?
Yeah, I was like at the back of the plane and everybody was like going like this. So I was like, are we okay?
Was that the worst turbulence you've experienced, probably?
In a while, yeah. I mean, usually it's not pretty turbulent when I fly, luckily, but yeah, it was interesting. And of course, it was one of those smaller planes. Like,
yes, it wasn't.
It would only had like 30 rows or something, like 28, 29, 30 rows, and I was in 27 or whatever.
You were in tail end,
back
yeah.
of the plane. Of course, that doesn't help.
It's a worse place for turbulence,
and so
yeah.
I was like, okay.
Well, goodness. Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah,
you got off the roller coaster.
It was fine, and turbulence. Planes are, of course, built to withstand turbulence.
I would say the pilots weren't worried about it at all.
No, and so I was like, okay, whatever.
They weren't even thinking about it.
So I know I'm like, I wish there was a way to like see. I mean, I think there is like what turbulence it will be flying into, or if
they definitely, I think, have programs.
They do, of course.
The pilots
yeah.
use that way they can get out of it as quickly as possible.
I think you can find them. I'll have to check in
We'll
with some of my
look at that.
friends who are pilots. But yeah, I'm like,
oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm like, but yeah, it wasn't maybe 30 minutes into the flight, but it was also really cool. I flew into Denver for my layover, and we took off, and Eastern Colorado has a big windmill farm.
Oh, okay.
Or it's not really a farm, but it's like
but just visually striking.
Windmills from here to here.
Wow.
Or not windmills, but like
turbines.
Yeah, turbines. And so it was really funny to just see the ominous blinking red fields of light.
And they're synced.
And they're all synced,
so
yeah,
cool.
and it's like on off. And I was like, because I've driven out there before, of course. I have family.
You're familiar with it.
Not East Texas, Eastern Colorado.
I was like, really?
No, I don't actually. But I was like, oh, the ominous blinking lights of the wind turbines.
With the wind turbines.
So that was really funny.
It's like a novel title.
It was interesting. And then we flew into, I guess there's some in like the Amarillo area too.
Yes, there's some Amarillo down to the big country.
Yeah, I saw those too, and I was like, there's more. So that was fun. But anyway, I'm back here, ready to be on XTRA, and
Glad to have you
going
back.
pretty good today, so that's fun.
We've had a lot of fun this morning. We continue to have some. So take us with you wherever you go. You can watch your first late 7 shows, your favorite ones, on the app. Download it now on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Start your mornings on TV with us on Wake Up West Texas from 5 to 7 a.m. and then Wake Up West Texas Extra from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. You can also watch us live right now on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, and all of our streaming platforms. But now is the time, our favorite part of the morning, where we find the answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Feel free. I'm still talking anyways. Where we give you the answer to our Wake Up West Texas Extra trivia of the hour. The last hour, the question was, we can bring it up on your screen, which of the following states does not observe daylight saving time? Arizona is taking the lead at 67%, 33% is Alaska, nothing for the other states. But Sawyer McRoy has the official answer. Arizona.
Oh, I thought I was going to pop back up on camera. Yeah,
sure.
We can. You can't really see it, but it says
you can see it.
Arizona and also Hawaii. Hawaii was not on
really
our thing. So yeah.
Okay,
I thought maybe Alaska as well,
I didn't know
but
Hawaii.
I guess not. Alaska is on their own time zone though. And then
That's
I don't
true.
believe Puerto Rico, Guam, the Virgin Islands also, they don't, our territories for the most part don't observe daylight saving as well.
Okay.
So that was something that I saw.
Oh, yeah, none of them do.
No.
Wow. Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Guam, Mariana Islands, American Samoa, none of them do.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. They're so far out of our terrestrial,
Normal
our
area,
domestic time
yeah.
zones. Why would they, right?
I mean, Puerto Rico, I could kind of
Maybe Puerto Rico
see,
because they're in the
and
eastern.
Maybe the Virgin Islands, but yeah, I mean, Guam is obviously like in between here and.
They're in Atlantic Standard Time in Puerto Rico. Okay. So even past Eastern. Wow, interesting. Well, there it is. That is our trivia question of the last hour. And now for the next hour, we have here, what is the most popular dog breed in the United States? Oh, I'm actually going to vote German Shepherd.
You are?
I think so.
Interesting. I chose Golden Retriever.
Maybe a Malinois.
It's definitely not Malinois.
I love saying that.
You do. French Bulldog has gained a lot of popularity, but it's definitely not the most popular. I chose Golden because I feel like that's true. I mean, I could see German Shepherd as well.
Or a Pit Bull. That's what I have. I love those. Those are my favorite.
And poodles are fun. I had a cockapoo. He was Cocker Spaniel and poodle mixed together.
Really?
Yeah, he was fun. I loved him. I miss him.
Oh boy, okay. Well, we'll give you the answer in less than an hour at 9 a.m. this morning. So be sure and vote. FirstAlert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code right there on your screen. But we have, of course, other different ones. So back to daylight saving time is, in your opinion, what is the best month of spring? Actually, it's a springtime question. I'll say this is not a DST question. 51% say April, which is my vote. Someone said May, and others said March.
I bet my mom chose May.
I think so. She seemed to have gone with May, saying that snow is not as common, but it can happen. Like you said, it can definitely happen. It's happened here. We've had snow in May.
Her birthday's in
That was
May.
a
She
one-off.
likes May. You know, it starts to get a little bit warmer in Colorado. She still has to go to school through like first, second week of June though, because they start school kind of late.
Which is what you used to do up until COVID. I graduated June 12th.
Oh no, we didn't. My school district. My mom works in a different school district than I went to. We would get out the week heading into Memorial Day.
Okay, so right before. Now they do that here.
Yeah, I actually graduated high school on my mom's birthday.
Wow.
And she graduated on her birthday many, many years
So
before.
early graduation in May.
I mean,
An earlier graduation in May.
May 26th.
Okay, so not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, before it used to be the middle, like early June, and now it's gone back after COVID to like middle of May. They're already done.
Also, your guys' graduations out here are weird to me, in my opinion, because they're like late. I mean, obviously it makes sense because it's so hot.
Oh, in the evening?
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, it's so hot,
start at
yes.
like 8 p.m.
Yes.
And that's like odd.
It's because a lot of people faint.
No, I
in
mean,
the
it makes
heat.
sense, obviously, because it's so hot. But, I mean, ours was at like...
I didn't get home till 1 a.m. after mine because we had thousands, like literally so many people.
Holy cow.
I didn't get home till 1 in the morning.
No, my graduation was at like 9 a.m., I think, on a Saturday.
I also wasn't in a hurry to leave.
Well, the worst thing about
England.
me, and this was funny, was I was like in the top 10 of my class. So we like graduated first, like the top distinguished honor students graduated first, even though our like graduation overall was like based off of, they weren't your homeroom, but they were like technically your homeroom. But I was like, I don't know, 8th in my class, I think.
I was 207. I'm just kidding. I was in the top like 300.
Really?
Uh-huh. Why?
It's kind of surprising.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's pretty good for a lot of students.
No, I mean, that is good. I mean, we had...
I actually don't remember.
We had, what, 550 in my class?
550, okay.
Yeah.
No, I generally don't remember what I was. It wasn't anywhere near top 10, though.
Oh,
Not even close.
Anyway, but I graduated, like, pretty quickly, and so I was done, and I already walked. Didn't technically have my diploma because they don't give you your diploma until afterwards.
Till later.
Yeah. You get the little
You have to show back up to the school and go grab it.
And it's just in the gym right after graduation, but yeah.
Oh, no, we had to go back like weeks later.
No, ours was that same day.
Oh, wow.
But all my family like left after I walked, aside from like my parents.
I had a similar
like,
experience because my last name is A, and we have so many kids, so I was there for hours.
Yeah, no,
sitting.
ours wasn't alphabetical. It
Oh,
was by like
gosh.
your, like I said, it was called your TAP class.
I think that's an interesting way to do it. It's a good organization, the way of doing it.
And I think it might have been by the alphabetical order of the TAP teacher.
Inside there, okay, okay. So that's how it's organized.
So
very interesting.
But yeah, I was done pretty quickly, and it was hot. It was like maybe like 90 something. It was on our football field, turf, outside.
It's radiating heat.
It was very hot. We did have a couple of people pass out.
Every year.
And of course, they're like, you can have water.
A water fight. We people fainted during our panoramic when we took that.
Oh, the picture?
Yes.
Probably were locking their knees.
You know who you are. Which is your favorite family board game? Monopoly is in the lead, or no, it wasn't lead. Other. I'm sorry, I can't see my vision's going. I have it right in front of me.
No, it's kind of hard to see the screen.
It is.
Blind too.
67% chose other, 33% Monopoly, nothing for Clue or Scrabble. I've never played Scrabble. I played Clue one time. Monopoly, I've never finished Monopoly. We just can't get to the end. It's like a never-ending game, it feels like.
My sister
Kind of like Uno.
used to have, you can finish Uno. What are you talking about?
We played Uno the other night. It was never ending. We had to like force the game to stop.
That's crazy.
It went on for literally an hour and a half.
Jeez.
It was torturous at some point. We ended up just like changing the rules to kind of make it
I was going
go
to say,
quick.
were you playing the normal rules?
We were playing stacked. And
that's
so,
why.
which extended it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake with
But
that many
anyway,
people playing.
I chose other I like all board games really, but I like to play Trouble with my nephew. He likes to play that game.
Have you played Battlefield? Sorry, Battleship. Battlefield is a game. That's a good game too.
Yes, I have. Not in a while. You know, I've done like Human Battleship.
Where you throw something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's usually like
that has to be a pretty roomy game.
It's usually like a ball or like a beach ball or something.
B4. Doing.
Yeah, you're like sitting there and you're like hoping you don't get smacked with like.
That sounds really fun.
You've never played that?
No, I played Battleship many times, but never like that though. I love Battleship. It's a nice mental game.
But anyway.
But no, my favorite is Headbands.
I do like Headbands.
I love Headbands. I think that's a great game. Our next question, which big cat would you rather have as a bodyguard? There's these answers here. Tiger, cheetah, lion, jaguar. Jaguar finally got an answer, or a response. I chose cheetah.
You say jaguar weird.
Jaguar?
Yes.
That's the way the British say it. Own a jaguar today. Lion, 52% of the vote, with Sawyer included in that as well.
Yes, I chose lion.
Oh boy, look at the time. It's 8:15 on this Monday morning. Where does the time go? It just really slips by us, doesn't it?
It's the same time that we went to break last hour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it. It felt so quick. It felt like it was only 8:05. It's 8:15. So let's take a live look outside this morning over the beautiful skies as we finally are starting to see some sun over the skies of Midland.
Well, not really. It's cloudy.
Cloudy out there. We see light.
The sun is coming up, so it's a little bit brighter than it was, but yeah, it's cloudy. Really going to see those clouds all day.
All day long.
Peaks of sunshine, but more clouds than anything for our Monday.
And Sawyer will have that in her forecast right after this quick break. Make sure and download our app. Take us with you wherever you go. Download us on your TV, phone, or tablet. Stay with us.
Now from the First Alert 7 Weather Center, here's meteorologist Sawyer McElroy.
Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines. As we do start off the day, we are going to see some severe weather back in the forecast coming up tomorrow, but conditions clearing out and quieting down through the rest of the week and into the weekend. Up and down temperatures as we head throughout the next 10 days. Rather warm for today, then cooling things down by the middle of the week. Rain chances will increase as we head through tonight and into Tuesday, with that best chance coming up tomorrow through the daytime. About a 40% chance, only hanging on to a 20% chance coming up tomorrow night. And we do have the potential for severe weather as well. We are getting into that time of year when we're not looking at Sadly, just rain chances, but also the threat for severe weather as well. Scattered strong severe storms do look to be possible for those areas highlighted in yellow. That does include eastern portions of the region. Isolated strong severe storms possible for those areas highlighted in dark green, and then sub-severe thunderstorms possible for those areas in light green, with all modes of severe weather possible. Large hail, strong winds, and even a tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Of course, this could change as we do head into tomorrow, depending on where the system does set up. Temperatures throughout the next 10 days are going to be above normal for the most part, especially coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where temperatures will be anywhere from about 17 to 21 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. For this morning, though, we are starting off the day with quiet conditions, hanging onto those clouds, though, and those clouds will stick around through the day. Temperatures ranging from the 40s to the 70s across the state, 59 currently at Midland International, and then those winds anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. We are seeing clouds across the state as a whole this morning, but otherwise quiet conditions. Seeing some storms popping up, though, across portions of Oklahoma this morning. For our travel cast for today for the Midland Odessa area, high today of 84, low overnight of 60. And here's a look at what to expect if you are heading anywhere across the Lone Star State today. Not too bad, kind of warm, those highs into the 80s and hanging on to some clouds. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-10 day forecast, where we are going to see highs cooling down slightly a little bit coming up Tuesday with those rain and storm chances back in the forecast. And then even cooler Wednesday and Thursday with the passage of that front. For temperatures do skyrocket right back up into the 80s, even 90s coming up by the start of the weekend. But overall for today, as we do start off the week and possibly the start of your spring break, not looking too bad.
Not looking too bad at all. I mean, 70s, 80s, all the way up to 90s across the board, and then down briefly into the 30s, just dipping our toe back into winter, reminding us that, yes, it is still winter time, but we are now about 11 days out from the start of spring.
Wow.
Last 10 days, y'all.
Coming quickly.
Coming very quickly. That Wednesday, the last bit of the forecast is coming up next week as well. So we'll keep you posted as we get into springtime, but it is severe weather season. So download the First Alert 7 mobile weather app to stay weather aware, especially this time of the year. In West Texas, our biggest threat during severe weather tends to be the wind and, well, flooding especially too in some areas, flooding, but also hail.
Yeah, hail. Our tornado threat usually isn't too big there. Of course, there's some spots that do get a higher tornado threat and, higher likelihood of tornadoes. But, any type of severe weather, you need to be weather aware and keep an eye on that forecast.
Absolutely. Sure. And of course, do so with that app especially. Let's turn now to the Permian Basin TAG Unit, or Texas Anti-Gang. That's what TAG stands for. They will soon have access to some new equipment.
As First Alert 7's Rachel Fortunato tells us, these new digital drug analyzers will allow them to quickly identify unknown substances while in the field.
If the guys go out and they find some powder or some pills and they don't have an analyzer with them, they'll have to send that to the lab. It'll take weeks or months to get back from the lab. Then we'll get an arrest warrant for the person, then we have to go find them.
When they are able to identify a substance in the field, they can also immediately make an arrest. Not having to conduct a follow-up investigation to later find and arrest that person saves the TAG unit both time and money.
I want to bring enough technology and resources in here where it's almost like cheating to catch a bad guys.
Pardon says most of the arrests they make involve drugs, whether it's a drug user who has committed a violent crime or is a drug trafficker. He says the Permian Basin is a hub for drug trafficking because of how close we are to the border.
Drugs will come through Mexico to here, then they'll go all over the United States and into Canada. It also brings up kidnappings, it brings up robberies, it brings up homicides. There's all kinds of violent crime that drugs will touch, and we're here to reduce all of it.
All these digital drug analyzers will be paid for through TAG grants. These funds were also approved at the March 3rd Midland County Commissioners meeting.
When an item falls with over $10,000, then we're required to take it to Commissioners Court, so the court has an oversight of it, and then there's also public transparency.
Pardon says it's important that the court and the community fully support them and the work they do. Since the Permian Basin TAG unit's creation in September, they have seized almost 400 pounds of narcotics. For First Alert 7 News, I'm Rachel Fortunato.
Okay, well, I have to say that technology, having those kind of detection systems is important because, unfortunately, there are a variety of drugs out there that they have to test for, and so it's important for the court cases. But also, they've been really doing a good job. From what I can tell from our reporting, they've arrested a lot of folks. They've gotten a lot of drugs off of our streets. Even an international drug trafficker was caught in Midland, part of their organization.
Yeah, they've been busy since, September. This is
September,
a relatively new program or organization, I guess. But doing some great work out here in the Permian Basin.
Very, very much so. We're here in about a minute or so, minute and a half. We're going to take a quick break for a First Alert 7 news and weather update. So we're excited to be able to continue bringing Wake Up West Texas Extra to you this morning. We've got some exciting things to talk about coming up in just a little bit as well, but also another check of your forecast and other news headlines that are going on across the area. Again, you can watch us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. We're almost done. We're getting into our last half hour for this morning, but entirely through your spring break. You can still take us with you wherever you go. So we want you to keep us with you. It's very easy to stream us live on Facebook. We keep an eye on it. I keep the comments open. Luckily, we have your mother here as well.
Yes.
She's gone off to work, I think, by this point.
Yeah, she takes us with her in the car.
Good. There you go. We can listen to us.
Yes, I was going to say she listens to us. I promise she doesn't watch it.
She's not.
No,
yeah,
she's not looking at the screen, but she's listening to what we're saying.
Yes,
And
we're like a
obviously not
podcast.
Commenting, but
it's like the Matthew and Sawyer podcast.
yes, it is.
With our random topics and lots of information you don't care to know about us as well. That's for sure. What's that called? TMI?
Sure, yes.
We try not to get too TMI, that's for sure.
No, not too bad.
30,
Sometimes.
It depends on the day, especially on Fridays for sure. Time now for our news and weather update for our TV viewers on First Alert 7. Like I mentioned, we'll be back with more Wake Up West Texas Extra in just a moment. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 8:25 on this Monday morning. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRoy for a check of the forecast outside. How's it looking?
Yeah, it is rather mild as we do start off the day, and finally that sun is making its way up in the sky, even though it is cloudy, so sadly cannot see that sun. Here's a look at those First Alert weather headlines as we do start off today. Severe weather possible coming up once again on Tuesday, especially for eastern portions of the region. Clearing conditions out and quieting things down coming up Wednesday through the rest of the week with up and down temperatures on the way. Severe weather outlook for Tuesday. The strongest storms do look to be for eastern portions of the region, but also can see an isolated strong to severe storm for the Midland Odessa area as well. Here's a live look outside of the skies of Fort Stockton, where we are hanging on to a temperature of about 61 degrees, rather mild there this morning. 59 in Midland, down to 57 here in Odessa, but those temperatures ranging from the 40s to the 60s as we do start off the day. Temperatures, or those winds, ranging anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And as we saw from our iCam, we are hanging on to a great deal of cloud cover across the majority of the region. Those clouds will stick around as we head through the day. Even though temperatures will warm up nicely with highs into the 70s and 80s by this afternoon and evening, and winds anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up tonight, we will see those winds increasing, especially across the Permian Basin and those higher elevations, but lows overnight in the 40s, 50s, and 60s as we do head into our Tuesday. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we do start to see some rain and thunderstorm chances in the forecast once again coming up tonight, heading through our Tuesday as well. Then a cold front on Wednesday will cool things down slightly. Wednesday and Thursday for those temperatures do warm right back up heading into Friday and the weekend as well.
Sawyer, thank you very much. Tracking crime this morning, where according to the officials, a man is behind bars in Winkler County after a traffic stop led to a search of a car on Saturday. That's when police found 3 bags of cocaine, around 255 grams. Here is the driver. Andy Rodriguez was arrested and is now in the Winkler County Detention Center with a bond set at $50,000. The Permian Basin Texas Anti-Gang Unit will soon have access to new state-of-the-art digital drug analyzers. These analyzers will allow them to quickly identify unknown substances while in the field. TAG Administrator Philip Parton says that most of the arrests they make will involve drugs, whether they use a drug user or a drug trafficker. He says the Permian Basin is a hub for drug trafficking because of our proximity to Mexico.
If the guys go out and they find some powder or some pills and they don't have an analyzer with them, they'll have to send that to the lab. It'll take weeks or months to get back from the lab. Then we'll get an arrest warrant for the person, then we have to go find them.
When TAG can immediately make an arrest, it saves the unit both time and money. Since the Permian Basin's TAG unit's creation in September, they've seized almost 400 pounds of narcotics. Oil and gas. Now gas prices surging with the war in Iran intensifying. In the last week, the average price for a gallon of gas, 16% up, according to AAA. And oil is sitting about $100 a barrel now. This time-lapse graphic shows how traffic through the Strait of Hormuz has slowed down dramatically since the war began. Roughly 20 million barrels of oil pass through this key waterway every day, which is roughly 20% of the world's oil supply.
Gas prices likely continue advancing. Oil prices will likely keep climbing until that oil can move again.
The Trump administration says they are not concerned about the jump. And here's a look at average prices for a gallon of gas across Texas. Across the state, there's going to be an average price of over $3.17, $3.19 in Midland, Odessa. And it used to be $2.67 across the area as well. And we'll have another check of the news and weather in half an hour. Be sure to join us streaming live right now for Wake Up West Texas Extra, which is streaming live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our app, and our website, firstalert7.com. See you in half an hour. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching Wake Up West Texas.
Extra, good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with us on this Monday morning. We're continuing our show. The last half hour is already here, but we're glad to have you streaming with us on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our app, our website, wherever you get your news. We are going to be there for sure. And we have Sawyer back as well from her trip out of town, out of state, out of the country. Just kidding, you went out of the country.
No, I wish I was out of the
You were
country.
close to Canada.
I was. You know, we would have planned to go to Vancouver if I had my passport. I don't have my passport currently.
Oh, okay. I've never had a passport. That's something I've always wanted to get.
I need to get one. I'm going out of the country over the summer, so I need to get
Sawyer and I
one.
are getting our passports.
I mean,
make a trip.
We could do it together.
I've never
Why
had
not?
one. I've always wanted to get one just in case I need it.
No, you should.
Yeah.
And maybe we should go together because I don't really want to do it alone.
And I've never done it. So.
And it's it's complicated, and sometimes you have to have an appointment, and so it's a whole thing.
Okay.
And like I've had a passport before, but it's been like a while, so I don't know if I need like a completely new passport now, or if I can just like renew it, give or take. But I think my last one was like a minor one because I got it in 2015.
Oh, yours is over a decade old.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it expired in 2020. So I don't know.
So it sounds like we're making a trip to the courthouse.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between like. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
complicated and they take a while to get. So I definitely need to get on that
Does it?
sooner
Okay.
rather than later. I mean, they can.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
But yeah, I'm like, I need it. But if I had my passport, we would have gone to Canada, but we did not.
Well, we'll schedule that then. We'll have to get that going. That's a good thing. Speaking of, we have an exciting week. I don't think we've talked about it. We have a very exciting week planned here on Extra, on the morning show. We can talk about it now. We have a circus performance coming in later this week.
Yes, we do.
For a circus going to Midland. They're going to be at Midland Park Mall, and they're going to come in here. I don't know what they're going to do. They asked me, how much space do you have? And I said, well,
not really
not
a
a
lot.
lot, but as long as you don't break anything. You know, kind of.
You can
we have
break a
some.
lot of things
we have
in here,
some
yeah.
room. Yeah, there's not a lot. We'll see what happens with that. But on Friday, we're so excited. We're official partners with Disney on Ice. Let's Dance. That's so fun. It's coming to the Extra County Coliseum this week, and we're going to have a great time because you're going to be out there live giving us a media preview exclusively on Wake Up West Texas starting at 5 a.m. Friday morning with Lauren Munt. How exciting is that?
Yeah, who better to do that than the resident Disney adults or Disney nerd.
That's why when they came calling, I said, well, I have just the person.
Yes, so I'm very excited for that. And you may or may not see me on the ice as well.
Oh, we'll have to see what happens with that.
Yeah,
truly may or may not. We'll see what happens.
It's truly TBD, but
we have to get some legal waivers and whatnot, get all that signed. Goodness gracious.
Yes, so
that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. So tune in. We have a lot going on this week on Extra. We'll have it in Extra no matter what. We'll have Disney on Ice coverage. We'll have the circus in Extra. This is the place to be for sure. And you can also let us know what you think about it as well. But now for our West Texas Weighs In polls for the morning. Which big cat would you rather have as a bodyguard? Lion is the top pick, which makes sense. It's the most ferocious, the most scary of them all.
I chose a lion. They're the king of the jungle for a reason. And I think just lions are cool. They're
and the Lion King.
I mean, I guess all of these are technically big cats, so like.
Cheetah's probably the smallest one on this list.
I wonder if I'd be allergic to any of these.
Oh, because they're cats?
Yeah. Probably.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Maybe a jaguar or maybe a. One that's not on here is a panther. So maybe, I think a bobcat you might. They're the most similar, if you will, to domestic cats. Yeah, so maybe a bobcat, which we have some of those around in West Texas.
I hope not.
In your opinion, what is the best month of spring, Sawyer?
I chose April.
Me too.
51% agree with that. 16% say May. 33% say March. I don't know. I feel like March is just like.
It's very bland.
It's like here.
It can be cold. It can be warm. It can be hot. We've seen all three already.
Yeah, we have.
We truly have.
And we will this week as well. I mean, not really cold. Well, kind of cold.
39, chilly, right?
Yeah. April is what I chose. Usually Easter's in April. I know it's sometimes flip-flops between March and April. I chose April. We also have a lot of birthdays in my family in April. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. So
here in production too, we have 2 birthdays coming up.
So we get to celebrate
Lots
a lot
of
in April and do some fun stuff. March, I guess the only plus side to March would be back when I was in school, our spring break was always in March, but it was the end of March too.
Which would be so much more ideal. I always remember growing up man, it's so early to be in spring break.
Yeah,
it's so cold.
You mentioned that this morning. I was really? Spring break already?
Already. Some school districts
that seems super early to me, in my opinion. But just compared to what I had growing up, our spring break was always the final week of March, first week of August, not first week of August, first week of April. Excuse me.
There we go.
But I chose April for sure.
Okay, next one. Which is their favorite family board game? There's so many others. Of course, other is an option, which most people picked. Monopoly's on the list though too. That's a long game. That's playing for the long game.
You know what I would like to do? I would just like to play with the Monopoly money when I was younger.
Just mess with it?
Yeah. Just play with the money. And
iconic.
Lose it, and then you'd find a random Monopoly dollar somewhere.
What was your favorite? That should be another poll question. What was your favorite little toy thing that what are those called? The token, the Monopoly token. What's your favorite one? I always chose the iron. There's also a top hat. There's
to play with?
Yeah, these right here. These silver things. Those are called tokens. I always chose the iron.
I think I liked the boot. The boot was always fun.
Yeah. There's also that dog. There's a thimble, a boat, a car, and a wheelbarrow.
What's the thing at the bottom? What's that?
This.
Yeah, is that an iron?
That's the iron. That's the one I would pick. Yeah, it's an iron.
Intriguing. We kind of talked about this earlier. We talked about Chutes and Ladders, and I said I had a computer game of Chutes and Ladders, but we also had a computer game of Monopoly. So that's really where I would play Monopoly.
That was on the computer.
On the computer. And it was fun because it was like Monopoly, but it was also a little easier to play, and then there were mini games and stuff that you could play as well.
That's cool.
So, and it was always fun when you would pass go, the little Monopoly man would come out and do a little dance.
Oh, that's cool. Really, it was more interactive.
Yeah, it was more interactive. So I loved to. I miss computer games. I wish those would come back.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, there's definitely PC gaming, but it's not the PC gaming that we grew up with.
No, I had a Play-Doh game. You could make creations out of Play-Doh.
That sounds so cool. The pinball game was the one I remember.
Well, that was on mostly every computer.
Oh, so that's just a default.
A CD-ROM that you would put
I've never had those. No, we did. I had those in pre-K on Windows 95 computers, old computers. I played. That was only in pre-K though.
I had a Mr. Potato Head game too. You had to go through a carnival and be like Mr. Potato Head.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I never got those kind of computer games. We never had PC games like that.
We had backyard baseball, which we've talked about here on West Texas before. We had backyard baseball, then we had like the OG one, and then we had like the 2011 version, I think, or something. And that one was fun because it had like actual like baseball players from like teams, and so you could be like the Colorado Rockies.
It's like a fantasy league
kind
almost.
of, yeah. And so that was always fun to play. I loved to play that. I also loved to play like Roller Coaster Tycoon and build an amusement park. And
Roller Coaster Tycoon, interesting.
Yeah. But anyway.
What is the most popular dog breed in the United States? That is our extra trivia of the hour. We're going to be answering in about 20 minutes. It's a 50-50 split right now between German Shepherd and Golden Retriever, which I chose Golden Shepherd. Excuse me, not Golden Shepherd. A German Shepherd.
Shepherd. I don't think that's a thing. I mean,
maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah. Let us know what you think going to firstalert7.com/vote to be able to vote on your answer for this trivia question of the hour. Sawyer will let us know what the answer is right about 9 o'clock sharp here in just a little while. So we've been having a lot of fun here this morning on Wake Up West Texas Extra. We want you to take us with you wherever you go.
Make sure to take us with you to work, the grocery store, you name it, or on your spring break vacation, because why not? You can watch your favorite First Alert 7 shows on our app. Download it now on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Start your mornings with Wake Up West Texas from 5 to 7, and then Wake Up West Texas Extra from 7 to 9 every weekday morning. You can also watch us live on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, as many of you are, and our YouTube channel as well. And now, a quick iCam tour before we get into some fun stuff. This is a live look outside of the skies of Fort Stockton, where we do have a little bit of sunshine, but more cloud cover than anything. But we talked about spring break earlier. Well, if this doesn't break, hold on, it's breaking.
I have to sign out sometimes and sign back in on that thing.
It's just being weird. We talked about spring break earlier, so let's head to the beach, because why not? This is Daytona Beach in Florida.
Oh, one of our favorite iCams to look at.
It's not. Here we go.
It's loading.
It's taking forever. There you
wow,
go.
Look at that.
As you can see, a couple people out there already with their umbrellas, setting up a canopy.
Living the life, huh?
Living the life. You know, I wish I was out there on the beach on
that
Monday morning,
nice.
because why not? And then we talked about this earlier as well, and we will in just a few minutes. The cherry blossoms in the DC area. Sadly, I don't think we have any on our iCam just yet.
Maybe when they're in bloom, they'll be more trending.
You mentioned
a couple weeks.
Peak is in a couple of weeks, but
it's technically like the last week of March is what they're projecting. Could be sooner, could be later. So we'll see what happens.
But we'll head to DC anyway. This is the from the DC Tower, showing towards the cathedral there.
Oh, the National Cathedral.
Yes.
Fantastic. That is in the upper west side of Washington, D.C. Upper west side.
And as you can see, the Potomac there in the background.
Near the Vice President's residence.
Oh, intriguing.
At the Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C. I've seen this. It's very nice. You're able to see this so far around. It's up on a hill. You can see it from all across D.C. It's beautiful out there. Nice steeple in the distance as well. But what a beautiful start to the day. A little hazy out there in our nation's capital this morning. But thank you for that iCam tour.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this now. A riot of color blooms inside the Pennsylvania Convention Center as the 2026 Philadelphia Flower Show fills its halls with sweeping gardens and vibrant floral displays. This year's theme was Rooted, Origins of American Gardening. Attendees said that the elaborate display feels like walking through a magical garden. What?
I said, I bet.
I can't imagine. I mean, you can imagine the smells in there.
Oh, it smells
I kind of
good.
worry that I would react.
Sneeze a lot or need allergy medicine.
I have that thought for some reason. But this is its 197th year, Sawyer.
Wow,
almost
very long.
200 years of history for the Philadelphia Flower Show. It is the world's largest and world's oldest flower show, drawing more than 250,000 visitors annually, eager for a glimpse of spring.
Love that.
That is so nice. Meanwhile, 3 Asian lion cubs, this was my favorite story of the morning, were unveiled at Cologne Zoo in Germany on Thursday. This is where our question is, would you like as a bodyguard? The cubs, born at the zoo at the end of November, were seen exploring their outdoor enclosure for the first time ever, which is why it drew so many visitors. The young cubs weigh between 12 and 13 kilograms, which is roughly 28 pounds, and still consume almost exclusively milk as their food source. At the same time, they are beginning to show an interest in meat, the zoo said. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
an interest in meat.
I mean, obviously,
they're
lions
carnivores.
eat meat,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm kind of intrigued that they're still on just a milk diet at this point.
At that big, and their poor mother there, goodness gracious, she's probably exhausted. Look at her. She's like, well, look at all these people looking at my cubs. I would love to go up and pet them. That'd be nice. Goodness. Probably not a good idea, though, of course. at the Cologne Zoo.
No,
What a beautiful.
she would not be happy.
No,
with you.
she would not be happy. Look at the weather they're seeing there, though. Real sunny skies out there and a lot of people enjoying. Look at the mom. She's taking care of them.
She's grooming him. Keep him clean.
Nice and clean there. Really sweet.
I love that.
Well, here's an interesting story. Curious your take on this one. Very odd. The late John F. Kennedy Jr.'s name has been back in the news a lot lately. That's because there's a new Hulu series titled Love Story, which chronicles JFK Jr.'s life and his relationships, including his marriage to the late Carolyn Bessette. Both Kennedy and Bessette were killed in a plane crash in 1999. A bar in Washington, D.C. then hosted a competition on Sunday to find the person who most resembled Kennedy, a lookalike contest. Event organizers say the TV show inspired their idea, and they say other lookalike contests take place all around the country, so they wanted to try it in our nation's capital. Different men took their turns on stage to see if they resembled Kennedy the most, and the crowd made their decision. When it was over, Matthew Orgera was named the winner. He says this is not the first time people have compared him to JFK Jr., which, I mean, I'm not very familiar with him at all, just because he was already gone by the time I was even sentient in any form.
I was going to say, obviously, you know, I don't feel like you hear as much about him as, you know, obviously
the president,
JFK,
right?
You know, that happened in Dallas. You know,
and we have to. It's part of our history growing up that we learn about him. Not so much the son, but I mean, fascinating tale there. And what an odd thing to do a look-like contest ahead. I guess promotion for the show, though. That's why they're doing it.
I don't like this, quite honestly. I feel like it's icky. You know, it's somebody who passed away.
It's not like
tragically.
Dolly Parton or someone who's there.
You know, it was a tragic death too. It's not like it was, you know, Betty White who lived to be
100 or a 99.9.
Yeah, like pretty old or whatever or something like that. But it just seems odd. And these lookalike contests have gained a lot of popularity lately. They've had one for Pedro Pascal. They've had one for Connor Story and Hudson Williams. They've had one for Harry Styles. They've had one for, what did you say earlier? Dolly Parton,
Adele, Beyonce. I could go down the list.
One for Beyonce, but maybe they have. I don't know.
I mean, not that one. I'm just in general. Oh. I'm kind of just throwing them out there.
You're throwing out celebrity names.
I'm throwing out celebrity. No, like lookalike contests that I've seen. I've covered them many. I'm not like put them in the show over the years.
Like, huh?
But Dolly Parton's been my favorite one. I remember David Archuleta had one because he's been.
Archuleta.
Isn't that kind of random?
That is interesting. He's like a B-list celebrity.
Right.
Or C-list.
He's listening to you now.
Sorry, my bad. It's okay. I used to watch American Idol back then.
Oh boy.
When he won.
But yeah, this is definitely a weird one for sure.
It is very odd.
Staying in our nation's capital, though, we just talked about it, Washington, D.C. welcoming the cherry blossom trees. They'll be in peak bloom from March 29th to April 1st. That is a rough estimation from the National Park Service. That projection could very well change depending on the weather. It says the blossoms usually stay on trees for about 7 to 10 days, so it's a
it's a very small
window that you have to book your trip. I'm considering it strongly. I'll have to see what my boss thinks. Because, you know, there's other logistics involved. NPS says enjoying them dates back to Japan's gift of 3,000 cherry blossom trees in 1912.
Wow.
I don't know. I definitely got to ask him what he thinks if I can just make a quick trip. Maybe I'll do a weekend or something.
Yeah.
Leave on Friday and come back on Sunday.
Or leave Thursday after work. And then have Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday.
But it's just something that's been on my bucket list since I have no reason not to. I have nothing tying me down. I can go. I'll just have to, make a quick trip in there. So we'll have to see. We'll see if.
Well, you have no time, so you have to get on that.
Right,
now.
And they're having us selling flights right now for that window. So maybe that's what I was kind of thinking.
Probably not to DC, Matthew.
No, it's usually direct. You're right. It's usually like Dallas, Houston, Austin.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you posted, and I'll be sure to send content back if I end up going.
That would be fun. I would love that.
For XTRA.
And I would be jealous of you because.
You want to go? You want to come with me, Sawyer?
I mean, no.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much.
I mean, yes, but also.
But no, we wouldn't. No, that wouldn't be allowed, probably.
No, we could not both leave.
No.
At the same time.
Somebody's got to be here for XTRA. We're the hosts of XTRA, so we can't go anywhere.
That's okay.
Let's go to Walmart, though, where shoppers may soon notice a big change to store shelves. The retail giant is switching out its paper price labels that are iconic to digital ones. According to a Walmart news release, they are rolling out the digital shelf labels at all of their U.S. stores within the next year. Walmart says the digital shelf labels are controlled through a centralized system and will allow for faster price changes, which makes a lot of sense logistically. The digital shelf labels also help employees stock and fulfill online orders quicker. See, when I was in retail, it was 2014 when I first got into it.
Jeez.
I remember the labels having to do that. It's stack. You'd get handed a portion of stack that would be for. I worked at an office supply store, so don't laugh at me. ink pens or ballpoint, and then someone got gel pens, and then someone got office furniture or printers.
That's funny.
That's my type of that was my interest in retail at the time. And it would take a long time. It was a lot of manpower. Nowadays, post-COVID retail, from the outside looking in, they are all in on mobile orders, mobile pickup, and that's where a lot of their workforce has shifted. You see these guys at H-E-B running around trying to shop for you. They're your shopper. And so they don't have time to come in and do labels and things like that. So I think that's an interesting way that Walmart's doing it. Get them off of one thing, focus on another. So it makes a lot of sense as you're holding in a yawn.
Yeah, sorry.
You're like, I look over and
luckily we're not on camera right now because he's making fun of me.
I'm sorry I'm boring.
I was just going to say, no, it's the time change, Matthew.
She's like,
no, I was in Pacific time, obviously.
Yes.
I was on the West Coast, and then I went to Mountain Time on Saturday, and I traveled from noon, give or take.
You went to
Pacific
multiple
time
different.
To 11
then
o'clock
11
p.m. here.
Yeah, or 10. Wouldn't it be 2 hours? Because there's Mountain. What time is Seattle? I'm sorry.
Pacific.
So Pacific, Mountain, and then Central.
Yeah. So I went through 3 time zones, but no, I left Seattle at noonish, give or take, or went to the airport, and then I didn't get here until 11.
Weird, because you're gaining time.
Yes.
And then you lost an hour technically too, for daylight saving time.
No, I lost time.
Oh, you lost time. That's true. You lost more time, so it evened out.
I lost all
almost.
the time.
Yeah, that's true. I'm very confused myself.
Yeah, it was very weird. But anyways, and then I lost time with the time change, so I'm very thrown off. And then I was off.
Are you feeling it? On this
Monday?
I'm
yawning, Matthew Alvarez. Don't make fun.
It was very nice of you to not just straight up just
yawn.
Maybe
I should. I don't know.
Maybe so. I look over and it was so.
What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, digital tags.
How about I was just going to my retail history, which is why you're yawning.
I was
kind of boring.
No, Bass Pro Shops have digital tags.
Do they? I don't think I've noticed.
So once they opened, they were pointing that out.
Oh, you would know.
I was
you were there.
On
yeah.
Wake Up West Texas for their opening and doing live.
I don't think I've noticed.
Shows, but yeah, they have digital tags. So it was kind of weird because we were in there and none of them were on at that point because it was so early.
So they're all blank.
And I was like, why are there no prices on anything? And then they turned.
So they activate them, huh?
Yeah,
that's cool.
So that was cool. But
okay.
I do love mobile ordering. I did mobile order McDonald's from the plane on Saturday.
It's a great thing since COVID. That's one thing that has come out of COVID that I can say I've been so happy for is tap and pay and mobile ordering. It has blown up. Because before I would struggle to say, oh, we don't take tap and pay, or they do. Now pretty much almost 100% places
No,
do.
It was very useful on my trip to just tap and pay. I barely took out my wallet, barely used cards. I just
kind of
scan, go through. So.
Okay. Well, we're about 4 minutes out from a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update. We're going to take a quick break here in just a moment so we can go ahead and reorganize ourselves, get ourselves in place. In case you're wondering, but yeah, you heard my retail history there. I know it's very boring.
Yeah, I can yawn again and not be on television, not be made fun of.
I was just imagining the sticky labels. It just takes me back. It's one of those things you were growing up. It teaches you organizational skills for sure to have that kind of first job experience. Your job was much cooler than mine for sure.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. My first job I was a sports official / supervisor at a community center
so cool.
in Colorado, and I officiated multiple sports from soccer to softball to baseball to golf to volleyball to all that fun stuff. And then I became a supervisor and got to have a little bit more power and stuff, so that was kind of fun. And
you learn leadership skills there too.
Yeah, I got to lock up buildings and stuff.
Well, it now says good morning. Good cloudy morning.
Yes, it is very cloudy out there, but we'll get to that in a couple minutes here on Wake Up West Texas Extra, but with our Wake Up West Texas cut-in on First Alert 7 CBS.
Yep, we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Stay with us.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 8:55 on this Monday morning. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McRae for a check of our forecast today. Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday, Matthew. Overall, we are seeing a mild start to the day and overall cloudy skies, and those clouds will stick around as we head through the day. Severe weather possible once again coming up on Tuesday, especially for those eastern portions of the region. Clearing things out and quieting down coming up later on this week with up and down temperatures in the forecast. Here's a look at that severe weather outlook for our Tuesday. Scattered strong severe storms possible for those areas in yellow. Isolated strong severe storms possible for those areas in dark green. Sub-severe thunderstorms possible for those areas in light green. Large hail, strong winds, and even a tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Here's a live look outside over the skies of a rather gloomy Odessa this morning. We are hanging onto a great deal of cloud cover to start off the day. And we are seeing those temperatures across the region anywhere from the 40s to the 60s, 59 in Midland, currently 57 here in Odessa. Those winds anywhere from being calm to about 15 miles per hour. And like I mentioned, we are hanging on to a great deal of cloud cover area-wide this morning, but overall quiet conditions. Temperatures through the day are going to warm into the 70s and 80s across West Texas and southeast New Mexico. 84 for Midland and Odessa, 84 for Pecos, Monahans, and Fort Stockton as well. 83 for Presidio. Coming up tonight, lows cool to mild heading into Tuesday in the 40s, 50s, and 60s as well. Winds will start to pick up, though, especially across the Permian Basin into the higher elevations. Looking ahead to that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, temperatures will cool down slightly coming up Tuesday and a cold front on Wednesday, cooling things down even more, but have to keep an eye on those severe storms coming up tomorrow afternoon and evening.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We have an important programming announcement for our Dish Network customers. Tomorrow after 6 p.m., our agreement with their network will expire. If an agreement is not reached by that time, you will lose access to First Alert 7 as well as CBS programming. We're asking that you call the number on your screen if you're a Dish customer, 800-333-3474, and let them know you would like to keep First Alert 7. Now, if this agreement is not reached, we want you to let you know as well that you can always access First Alert 7 through our free streaming apps on Android, Roku, Fire, and Apple TV by searching First Alert 7 or KOSA. Now let's get to the news headlines where we are tracking crime in Winkler County, where a man is behind bars after a traffic stop led to a search of a car on Saturday. That's when police found 3 bags of cocaine, around 255 grams. The driver, Andy Rodriguez, was arrested and is now in the Winkler County Jail with a $50,000 bond. This week, the Texas Department of Transportation partnered with local law enforcement to increase patrols for spring break. TxDOT says this time last year, there were 700 DUI-related crashes in Texas, and they hope that with more officers on the roads, they can prevent those kinds of accidents. Let's turn now to health headlines where warmer weather is happening now, and the spring, of course, is quickly approaching. With that, pollen, and with pollen comes allergies. Once spring really gets going, you'll be able to actually see pollen coating your cars, sidewalks, and really just about everything that's outside. Many common symptoms that you should keep an eye out for outdoor seasonal allergies, or hay fever if you will, include itchy, watery eyes, runny nose, sneezing, and nasal congestion as well. Kind of the signs of a sinus infection or even a cold. Doctors say that over-the-counter nasal sprays and decongestion should help do the job to bring you some relief, but also keep in mind you should limit your time outside. That can also make your indoor space a little more comfortable as well. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com, and join us streaming live every weekday morning from 7 to 9 on the First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel for Wake Up West Texas Extra. Later on, you want to catch First Alert 7 News at noon with Jacob Brandenburg and meteorologist Sawyer McRoy. Until then, make it a great Monday. So our Wake Up West Texas trivia question answer, the question was, what is the most popular dog breed in the United States? 33% said French Bulldog, 33% said Golden Retriever, and the same for German Shepherd. No one voted Poodle, but the answer is...
Well, we have the top 5. So number 1 is French Bulldog, which is surprising to me.
So there it is, and some people voted for that.
Labrador Retriever is number 2. Golden Retriever is 3. German Shepherd is 4. And Poodle is number 5.
So it was, wow, 1, 3, 4, 5.
on our
Fantastic.
choices. Yes.
Would have never guessed. That was a trivia question I was not expecting to have answered that way.
No.
So good job to our producer. He comes up with the best questions.
He does.
Every single time.
He does a great idea. Or great job.
Great job doing that. So thanks for streaming with us on this Monday.
Yes, we'll see you once again coming up tomorrow morning. Have a great day.